Or at least
For a
Tom and
while,
Jerry.
you click on Tom and Jerry, you saw the fucking Snyder cut.
Yeah.
wow.
I was just thinking, I would love if there was like a little kid, like, okay, Tommy, shut the fuck up and watch this movie. He's like,
Batman's
mommy. Yeah, and this Batman, and because this is an R-rated movie, like there's some scenes with when Steppenwolf shows up, he kills people, like not some, oh no, not some Marvel shit, like chopping people in half, chopping heads off. Like there's a scene where he literally chops someone in half, like in Amazon, just like, whoosh, you're dead. And it's like, imagine the kid like seeing that. They probably would love it, but then like, they're watching the scene and then the parents walk in, they're like, what the fuck? This isn't Tom and Jerry?
Oh, I guess we're live, people.
Yeah. And people, just give us 5 seconds. I want to show you guys something. Let you guys know what we're watching if you didn't read the title. And you'll see how this is going to be an interesting episode. I'll say that. You'll see how excited we are about these movies. But,
Not very. Spoiler alert.
Check this out. And we're back. And yeah, this fuck, man. Like, just I'm getting right into it. I'm getting right fucking into it. There was just some wild, weird vibes in this fucking movie.
Got our Cosmos.
By the way, I love that James's hat matches his shirt.
It makes sense, right? It had to.
Yeah.
So she showed me the hat. She's like, "You gotta wear this." I was like, "I got a purple shirt in the closet."
There you go.
Now that's coordination.
Mm-hmm.
And we are drinking Cosmos.
Yes, we are.
Not in Cosmo glasses.
Nope, I think this is a hurricane glass.
That does look like that. I have my Browns Brewing little glass here.
What's up, Henry?
And I'm with the murder mugger, guys.
Aaron's just
Also,
Aaron couldn't do it.
I got this one as well.
Thanks, Henry.
yeah. That hat's gonna be.
I gotta feel like a New York City gal.
It's gonna be a big hit.
New York City gal.
Aaron's drinking his just jugs of.
I feel like Footface from Sex and the City.
What?
Ooh, that is tasty.
What's her face? Carrie.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think her name is Carrie in the show.
Yes.
The main person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wore some shit kind of fucked up hat like this.
Yeah.
She does that a lot.
that whole that movie is literally just an advertising for clothing companies and shoe companies. Like that's
fashion.
That's like 2/3 of the movie.
That's another thing. They even went to a fashion thing.
Yeah, they went to a fashion show. Like the whole thing. Like all the stuff they wear. It's like, oh, buy it here. Basically.
How's it going, Bree? Sex in the City. You got to fit in.
Yeah,
we should take a sip at the very least every time a new person comes in and comments on James's hat.
There you go. Drinking game.
Bet. Let's do it. I'm down. And I got the red shades on because I told you guys when we have a girly flick, I'll throw the red shades on for a little bit. I pull out the red hoodie.
Aaron couldn't do
shades
it.
On.
He's got to go extra hard tonight. He's like, yo, I'm a man.
You know,
I got my murder mug.
You know what's funny? That is very true. But after watching these two fucking movies, I was like, yo, I gotta
You felt like you had to go out and play football or something?
I'm not lying to you. I watched a little bit of UFC before I came upstairs. UFC's out of me. I got at least one fight before, and it was too late.
I gotta get my testosterone back. I gotta watch something. Need adrenaline.
But
For the drink.
That's my mother. That's my mother, by the way.
Hello, Miss Cooper.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll take a drink as well.
We are drinking my first ever Cosmo. That's for sure.
Actually, this is my first ever Cosmo too.
Same here, first and second.
I had many mixed drinks with
You got Cosmos 5 through 7 in those.
I'll take it. Man.
Yo, I got a picture too. So
I want to get into these movies, man. But I will tell you guys this. We were just discussing this off air. I know for a fact I'm not the only one. Who else got creepy Cage vibes watching this first movie?
I got Cage rage.
Who got creepy Cage vibes? Just the way he's just following around and looking at her. And I know he's supposed to be an angel, but still, it's just like
This movie's we should talk about this movie's a remake of a German film that is a lot better, but I think this version's not that bad, but yeah, they do some stuff. The stuff is kind of weird. It's kind of weird the way.
Wait, you're not supposed to sit while you pee?
I thought that was directed towards Aaron.
Oh
no, that says guys. That's plural. That's all four.
I thought you do that. I thought you were supposed to sit and pee.
I don't think Nick Cage has ever looked more like a pedophile than he does in this movie.
Pedophilistic pervert.
Yo, I hate it. They could have got a better shirt. They did the V-neck where it shows his chest hair.
And it keeps getting lower and lower as the movie goes on.
Yep.
Do you want to do initial Cage Rage, our Cage Rage logo?
I heard somebody mention Cage Rage. So I had to pull that one up.
I had a hash when I watched that movie. I was getting mad, and Rage rhymed with Cage, so I had a hashtag Cage Rage because I was getting pissed off.
So
I don't like them.
We're watching this movie. My wife and I are watching this movie, right? And
this was your wife's pick, right?
Yes, it was. And so we're watching it, and she was like, "You know what?" She's like, "I could see why you guys get the creepy vibes with Nicolas Cage in this." We're watching certain parts of the movie. She was calling it out. She's like, "It does seem kind of creepy," and it does. Because put it like this, guys. Just imagine back in your single days when you're pursuing the woman that you're with now. You're doing all the shit that he was doing in this movie. They're gonna call you a creep. They're gonna hit you with something. Call the police. With fucking pepper spray, kick you in the dick, stab you.
There's nothing about this.
You can't do it. You can't like, oh, you're in the operating room and I'm over your shoulder. I'm watching you. Yeah, you're really good. You're really good at that. Or the stuff in the library. That's beyond. If you got that close to somebody, they'd be like, "The fuck you doing, dude?"
Yeah.
There is nothing not creepy about this movie.
No, he had the trench coat, like the flasher coat.
Yeah.
It's like
I think they would arrest you on sight. They would just see you. They'd be like, "Okay,
definitely.
Dude,
this guy
really,
especially a face like that.
If you're wearing
molester.
Yeah, if you're wearing all black and walking around in a trench coat, all eyes are on you to begin with. And people, why would you walk towards that?
Yeah.
It made no fucking sense, man.
Hey, initial ratings before we go more.
Oh, fuck.
1.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I don't think it's that bad, but
I hated it. I hated it.
It's not terrible.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
By the way, Meg Ryan is really tip top in this movie. She's great. She's really.
Oh,
this is peak Meg Ryan.
It's just a movie. I just got sick and tired of seeing his face.
Yeah.
It was just dragging on. He was just basically stalking her through the whole movie.
I gotta prepare. I'm gonna wait for Ibrahim to come back before I give my rating. I gotta unveil my arts and crafts.
I'm not the only one that had ideas tonight.
I did. I had a lot of ideas for this episode. I had some arts and crafts time before we recorded, and I'm ready. But I want to make sure all 4 of us are here to see this. There he is. So for my rating, I'm gonna give it a 3.
What the fuck, Chris?
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Oh my god! You should have put string on it and wore an actual mask all through the whole episode
with the mouth hole. I don't know how. Is it blocking the sound when I hold it in front of me?
No,
you still sound fine. But
I mean, the sound is definitely muffled, but we can hear you.
I'm gonna give it a 3, only because I think it has the bones of a good story. The way they made it. I have some other plans for Aaron and Nick Cage.
We're gonna do one of those things where you pay those celebrities to send you a birthday message.
Is he on there? Is he on Cameo?
I'm sure he is.
It'd be great if he was. Oh my god, that'd be so great if he was.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I think it has the bones of a decent potential story. Nick Cage ruins it, but Meg Ryan is. Meg Ryan's fine. She's great. I mean, she was the only thing about this movie that really got positive reviews.
Yeah. I agree.
Watch Wings of Desire, which is the original version of this. It's very good. So yeah, there is a good movie there. It's called Wings of Desire. Watch that movie.
Watch that one instead, people.
Yes. Plus, of course, it gave us the Goo Goo Dolls song Iris that we still hear on the radio constantly.
Yeah. Basically, that's the only song. I thought at least it was going to be a better soundtrack for this movie. That is the only song I really liked. Like the Irish song, I Googled out. Other than that, every other song, I'm like, I was like, this movie is just him just following her around, stalking the shit. Oh, and that one dude who played Ezekiel, I think it was his name, is the cop from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, Cassius. I think his name was Cassius.
Or Cassius, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I was thinking of when I saw him.
Yeah, right too. I was like, oh,
Nine-Nine.
I was like, oh shit, he's in this one too? Because we did
yeah.
another movie he was in.
He's fucking great in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I mean, there's another guy that we've seen in some movies. The guy who gets friend zoned. We've seen him in another movie.
Oh, that's
the other doctor.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah, I thought he looked familiar.
He was in that. Well, what the fuck was that? The Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, well,
He was in Chronicles of Riddick. He was whatever the Imperial guy or whatever, the villain, the big villain.
Okay.
Okay.
That Riddick kills at the end. He was that guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
So,
but
yeah.
Okay, I've got a question for you about this
Fantastic.
movie. What's up with all the other angels walking to the edge and staring and grilling at everybody, like just following? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude,
and they all go to the beach. And
That's
they're
what
just
angels
staring?
do. In this world, angels are really creepy.
So, well, the beach
Really
thing,
creepy.
they just apparently they hear music in the sunrise. So
It's probably that horn
okay.
of the heavens or some shit.
But I like right off the bat.
The shofar.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's a shofar.
Shofar. I mean, right off the bat, Nick Cage's face in this entire movie, just fucking creepy. Just everything
Everywhere.
about his character, everything he does, every way he moves. He has that stupid look of fake wonderment on his face that just makes it look more stupid. And the worst part is it just keeps coming out of nowhere. Like
Everywhere.
they're in a scene and then his face pops in out of nowhere or just to the side they show him. Like, this is so weird.
And the thing is, he gets so close too. He's like right, like an inch away from her face and shit.
Kudos to Meg Ryan for being able to keep it together when she had to film those scenes.
Yeah, she's like crying and shit while this dude's like.
She probably had a shower after. She felt violated.
Kudos to Henry for calling me a chocolate angel.
I'm just gonna keep this here all night.
Yeah,
At
that's good.
And someone's laughing. Facebook user. If you hit that link up top, the Restream link, your
And
name.
by the way, people, the hat is for the second part. It's for Sex in the City. This movie. has nothing to do
This
with
is just
that.
a normal Saturday night for James.
Yeah, but I usually don't. I take this stuff off before we start.
I thought that was all that stayed on.
Yeah, it's my second job. It's my weekend job. You know, I got to get the extra money.
It's dangerous days.
Very dangerous.
Do some Pretty Woman stuff.
Is Meg Ryan? I was watching this. Is she retired from acting now?
Oh, drink.
I don't know if
never
she's
mind.
retired, but I think that she's like, look, the shelf life is not large.
No, yeah, exactly. You got the new, like, we talked about this before, like Jennifer Lawrence and all that shit. You got the young stars coming in, so it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, and Jennifer Lawrence is like almost replaced. Like, I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy has basically replaced her.
Yes. Yep.
So you get replaced in it's like 8 years.
The new thing that comes in, man, they're like, see you later, all the other ones.
Yeah.
You're right. It don't even matter about age. It's just someone new comes in, they take the spotlight, you get pushed to the side.
Yeah, and then they're like, yeah, we're not really going to put Meg Ryan in XYZ movie anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean, she could always do a movie. Like, she could do any kind of movie, but she wouldn't get paid what was getting paid in the 90s. She's probably getting paid like 10, 15 million a movie. That's insane.
Yeah, I have no idea what she made with this.
I'm shocked she didn't start doing sitcoms or something. Because a lot of actresses do that too. They'll start doing a sitcom. Like, what's her face? There's one. Actually, it's not gonna lie, guys. The show is pretty funny. It's on Netflix. It's called Grace and Frankie.
Oh yeah,
okay.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've seen the preview. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, so it has Tomlin and oh my god, I'm blanking who the other star is. Fonda
Oh, okay.
as the two stars. It's pretty funny.
I'm liking this Cosmo more and more as I go along here.
It is. It's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's tasty. I think I might have given mine a little too much lime juice.
Made a little tart.
She got plastic surgery. I didn't know. I know she's married to John. She's married to John Mellencamp, which surprised me, and I had no idea.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. See, also, what's her name? Renee Zellweger.
She
Got
looks
plastic
really,
surgery.
she looks very odd.
Yeah, she looks bad.
Did you know they changed the ending to this movie as opposed to the remake? I don't remember,
No.
as opposed to the original.
No.
I don't know how the original was. How Ibrahim? Do you know?
It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember.
probably-
The original is a lot more somber. Like the angel doesn't really get what he wants out of the situation. The original.
His true self came out and he killed her. Like a serial killer.
Oh, in the original?
Yo, that ending, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit, though. You sacrifice, you become human. You think you're good. And she dies. Like, you're like...
Dude,
he don't know nothing. He don't know how to use money. This dude...
that is...
Yeah, he didn't know shit, yeah. He got jumped. Like, he immediately got fucking jumped in L.A.
I laughed.
I think that was my
that
favorite.
part.
I think that was probably all our favorite parts of the movie.
It was funny. Actually, no, there was a funny part. I'll let you talk first. I'll tell you after.
I think I know where you're going to go with that, I assume. But I forgot. Now I lost my train of thought. So go ahead.
Okay, so...
Nick Cage and I need to think for a minute.
The sex scene. So when she's on top of him, and she's like, "Tell me how you feel." He goes, "It feels warm." And I think he said, "I'm leaking."
No, he said. I thought he said aching. I think he just said warm.
You sure? I thought he said, "I'm leaking."
I mean, I had subtitles on it. I thought he just said warm, aching.
Oh, okay. I thought he said leaking because I started dying. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Something was leaking.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Oh,
that hose was spraying.
And of course, when she said that's okay, because
Yeah.
it was a short sex scene.
Oh my god.
Henry. Sounds like my first time.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, it was crazy.
just the death scene, I thought was just stupid. Like
It was. I agree.
she's
When she died?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it made me think of? And I know that the show is
I
older.
don't think it was that bad. I think it's better than showing to get run the fuck over. I think it's a better way to show it than that.
It made me think of Sons of Anarchy at the end when Jax is like this on his motorcycle. That's where
I never seen that. Oh.
I haven't seen that. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised it happened with her riding the bike, but the way it played out, they made it seem like she saw that this truck was pulling out with plenty of time to stop
Definitely.
or slow down.
she could have fell off the fucking bike.
She should. Yeah, she could have just fell and rolled instead of hitting the damn thing.
Like
Yeah. She wasn't wearing a helmet either. I mean, like when you're on a bike, I don't know if you guys have like been on a bike, but the brakes suck. For one, the brakes suck. You hit the brakes and you basically keep
Yeah,
going.
you slide like 6.
You kind of slide
yards.
and you're still going pretty fast.
Yeah, but maybe she should.
She was
put
probably
her-
going to die of a head injury either way.
Maybe she should have put her hands back on the fucking handlebars instead of
What the
holding
hell-
them out like
exactly.
this.
Closing her eyes and shit on a road going.
She was
downhill.
asking for it.
Definitely. That's why I know
She was
it. I
ready
was
to
like,
go. She was ready to go. She had this little existential crisis, and she was finally got over it. And now it's time to die. You know.
And it seems like she was riding a bike forever. That motherfucker got to her quick. He's running through the woods.
Yeah.
He knew where she
Oh
was.
yeah, dude. He was like he had that. Well, he stalks her every fucking minute of the day.
That's true.
So,
He knew where she was.
Yeah, he knew.
I mean,
Here's an interesting question.
you know everything.
Oh.
So, after she's gone, Nick Cage is dealing with her death. Like, this is an angel that did not exist in the human world before. Now he's alive. Where the fuck is he living
In her house.
afterwards?
It looks like her house with her money somehow.
Like when he's crying and then Cassiel and he's talking to Cassiel and he's crying on a couch in like a house. Like whose fucking house is this?
I agree.
Where does he live? He has no job. He has no money. Nothing. Like he's not a real person.
And he bought a shit ton of pears.
He took her shit. He took all her shit and he
basically
took over her place basically. I mean, she's a very wealthy doctor.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like someone would figure that out.
Had it paid off. But yeah, that scene fucking pissed me off too. Not when he buys the pears too much. Well, anytime I see his face bothered me, but the way he was eating the fucking pear, fuck you, Chris. It was just too much, man. It was too fucking much.
I know he stares at the pear with his creepy face.
Hey,
He's just like,
They tried to make it like sexual.
Oh, it was
So,
bad, man.
so by the way, this is the screenshot I'm gonna take and post on social media when I do.
Make sure it's with this. Oh, fuck.
Oh man. But
My
this
arms
movie,
getting
I
tired.
know. I just thought this movie was boring.
It was.
I think both had some problems with the pacing.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking.
There were some things that they kind of, again, this is like, it's trying to be like a character kind of piece, but it, you know, we kind of don't give a fuck about the characters. I feel like then when we talk about Sex and the City, that shit just kept going, and it was like, dude, you guys gotta cut this shit off.
Yo.
And, like, cut off an extra story arc. Just get rid of it totally, and it would be fine. It would be better if you did.
could have cut an hour. You could have cut a motherfucking hour out of that fucking movie. That shit did not need to be no damn 2.5 hours.
No, for real. The movie could have been an hour and a half. Just cut out the middle and then just have the end when we get the happy ending, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Just like, you know, that's it. But no, we got to sell some, you know, some shoes. We got to sell some clothes. We got to, you know, put these brands into people's brain. Anyway.
Yeah, he's right. And with that being said, fuck that movie too.
No, but I mean, I talked about a lot of the stupid look on Nick Cage's face, like just permanently there this entire movie.
All the way through.
From what I could find as I was looking into behind the scenes stuff, I guess at one point he remarked he wanted to adopt the mindset of a child to try to, you know, thinking to act.
Just added to the pedophile look. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Trying to act impressed by commonplace experiences and everything like that. So he was trying to look stupid. And he doesn't need to try.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can't help how he looks. Like I can't blame that on him, even though I'm going to. But he can't help that he looks like a fucking asshole. He's just he gets on my fucking nerves, man. And and you know what makes this tougher? Is my wife is a Nicolas Cage fan, especially like his older shit.
I'm shocked that name crossed
I mean,
the mind
this
like
is
you're divorced.
this is some familial like damage that's been done. Like, she chose this film
She did.
and
She
made
did.
you watch this thing.
She
With
did.
this creepy ass.
I guess
This is all the payback for fucking with her.
I mean, at one point they thought about Johnny Depp as the lead. I don't know what happened there.
He probably realized like I'm not
He
doing
was
this
probably doing something else.
Drugs.
shit. That would have been a young Johnny Depp, right?
Something
In
better.
1998 was this probably the heyday of the pirate movies, right? 98. Or was that
No,
more of a
no,
2000 thing?
no.
that was
after.
2000s.
So
I
Johnny
think
Depp
at that
was-
time he was doing. Did Sleepy Hollow come out then? Something like that. I feel like he's always doing some He's either doing a Tim Burton thing or he's doing some kind of weird indie shit. He's doing one of the two.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, that would have been a younger Johnny Depp. Yeah, he was into shit. Like, I know he was in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, but that was the 80s.
Yeah.
Jared Leto would have done a better job. You could probably throw out just about any actor's name and they would.
Yeah, there's a lot of names.
Yeah.
shit, Ja Rule would have killed this role.
It's just weird. They made
Ghetto
them,
Angel?
they're supposed to be angels, but they're all
City of
wearing
Ghetto
dark
Angels?
clothes, trench. They're more like Reapers.
They are actually. They were. Well, I mean, just guiding you a bit into the light.
She was like, "Where you live?" He was like, "Here in the hospital." Because
In the library.
I just touch people and kill them all.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck do you mean you live here? That's weird. All right, peace. And she fucking
And she was falling in love with this. Every answer he had was like a creeper.
No,
answer.
every time he opened his mouth, it was creepier and creepier.
Yeah.
She wanted the D. I mean, I think that's she.
I guess
You know,
so.
look, she's a doctor, right? So that means that she spent like a decade just like doing nothing but working, and then she's hanging out with this other dude who's just like the limpest dick in the world. So she needed the real deal, and
Yeah.
he was the closest thing that she could get.
She
The
needed
eight-
that angelic shit.
Angel D.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Angel D.
Where you hear a fucking harp in your ear.
The heavens open up.
Yeah.
The floodgates. Noah's Ark opens up.
oh shit.
Oh, man.
The great flood is coming.
Time to part that Red Sea.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
That's only a certain time a month. Never.
Hey man, you know you gotta do what you gotta do. This could be period blood.
Damn.
We're getting way off track now.
We're
I mean, we're not going to talk about this movie a lot.
No.
Right? Like, let's just be honest about that.
There was.
We're not gonna what?
We're not going to talk a lot about this movie.
No.
We're just going to talk shit and have fun and
There was.
talk shit about Nick Cage. You know.
Oh yeah, the one scene where after she realizes Nick Cage is the angel, they start and like yells at him to get out. They start playing the Sarah McLachlan song that made me feel like I was getting ready to watch an abused dog commercial.
Yeah, that's true.
That
was before those commercials came out. They ruined that song. People love that song until that's the first thing you think of now is the poor animals.
That's all I was thinking about for like the 2 minutes they played the song. I don't care about what's the movie. I only feel bad about animals now.
I wonder if she's pissed off for letting them use that song. Like, you guys ruined my song, man.
Oh, man.
No one requests this shit no more.
And I thought the other ridiculous thing, like when he meets the other like fallen angel that became human, and then all of a sudden it's like he must have just walked out of the hospital with him, with no one caring.
That was in the hospital
to do all this shit. I'm like,
I thought he died for a second there. I thought it was his spirit.
So they just let a random patient walk out of the hospital. Okay.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, so and body surf naked in the ocean.
And then I thought about like when he's telling him like you have free will, like all you have to do is choose to fall. Like you could fall out of a car window, you just have to choose to do it. So he finds the fucking highest tower he can find to fall. What?
That shot was very cool, though. I thought that shot was very cool.
That's obviously the reason they did that. It was a cool shot, but like you could trip and just decide that you wanted to.
You want to actually feel something.
I'm gonna go as high as I can, and then only have a cut eyebrow and hand when I get
a
up.
lip. But they get a blade.
No,
that's when he got punched in the face, I think.
Yeah, that's when he got jumped in LA.
That was a funny scene, by the way. They're like they spud up and they hit their brake. They're like beep 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 beep, like he's getting a ride. He's like, hey, right? They just punched him through the window.
That was my favorite scene.
It was funny. I liked it too.
Only thing that made it better was my fist, but. You know.
Yeah. Welcome to Los Angeles.
Jesus.
Punch in the face. That's cool. Let's
spin a wheel. Let's spin a wheel.
Are we doing a wheel this weekend, or we're doing the 10 o'clock?
Oh, we have an announcement for next week, right?
Oh yeah, we do.
But let's let the movie be a surprise. The movies be a surprise. But
how are we going to promote it?
Well, it'll be a surprise till Monday or Tuesday. We'll promote the episode, so you guys got to tune in for it. But Henry's going to be a guest next week with us, and he picked the 2 movies we're going to be reviewing, and it's going to be funny. I'll tell you this, people, if you're one of those booty clench tight booty people, the uptight people, you're not going to want to even.
Oh, it's sugar, Henry.
Sugar on the rim.
It's sugar on the rim.
I tune in for this next episode. I'll tell you that.
Going for a side of diabetes.
Yeah.
The one recipe calls for you're supposed to garnish it with a rim of sugar and a wedge.
I've never seen. I mean, I didn't get any
fancy recipe. It's probably
wedges.
One of those
I had to fancy up with my hat, man.
Yeah.
I even got extra lemon slice.
Nice.
And a backup cup to pour a new one with the sugar.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Mary.
Yeah, that is some good prep. All I did was this.
Oh man, Chris, I ate a chicken sandwich earlier today. That would have bothered me a lot more. Delicious. By the way, from Memphis thing.
Oh man.
Fuck. So I guess we could talk about stuff in the city now. First of all, I'm going to get out here and say this. There's way too much male nudity. It was disgusting. Males' bodies should not be objectified. We are human. We are people. We have feelings.
I said this in the chat that you got to realize, though, this was an HBO show. HBO show, they like cut it down.
Oh, yeah.
So all the sex scenes, you've seen everything. You've seen guy naked, women naked.
The thing that really like gets me is like I feel like they're all just so unlikable in this movie.
They are, honestly, they are.
I was like, man, I really hate just like all of them.
I'm like, how they got friends? Like
they only have each other because everyone else is like, fuck you guys suck.
like I could like if I started dating one of them and I was hanging out, like you know how you go hang out with their friends and everything.
Yeah.
All the shit they talk about, I'm like, why am I here? You guys are fucking boring.
They are awful.
But I gotta say this though, guys. You gotta think of it like if us four were together, like offline chilling, our conversations would be a lot more wild than what we do on camera. Way crazier. So I feel like it's the same way with all the females together.
Fucking time for the Cosmo picture.
Yeah, get that picture.
He should have went like this when he poured it, kind of like a fancy Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. They just like what they talked about. It just like I don't know. It felt really just pointless.
It is pointless
because they're all just. It's like they just get whatever the movie opens and they're like apartment hunting and they're like, well, let's just get this penthouse.
Yeah, like it's open, like it's that easy in New York City.
Like it's that fucking easy. It's like fuck these people.
By the way, you know who really likes Cosmos?
Cage Rage. He likes to rage. Yeah.
Chris is doing it again.
No, but like I seen a few episodes on HBO because I was younger and I was like, someone told me like, oh, you got to check that movie out. It's HBO, of course. You're like, oh, the sex scenes when you're younger. But the show is so stupid. I cannot watch something just because you can see titties or something. I don't care. I was like, I cannot watch this shit.
Listen, just to clarify, yes, there was a fair bit of man ass in this, but I think that's only fair.
It is. It's fair. That's why I said. And you got a little sneak peek of a Dawn.
Oh, a little Dawn shot that I know Aaron was excited about.
No, the hell he wasn't.
Honestly, I did not expect that though.
I wasn't. I've seen this years ago. I watched it with my girlfriend, and I couldn't remember if they actually showed it or not, and they did very briefly.
I did not. That was a shock. Now I understand if it was still on HBO, but because this movie went to theaters, am I right?
Yeah.
I did not expect that. I was like, okay, they showed his ass. That's normal. She keeps picking him, seeing him have sex, and they only show his ass basically, but you see mostly the girls naked. But then the one scene he goes up there with the dog ran up there, he turns around. I was like, whoa, what the? I was like, what the fuck is that? Okay.
Do you going back to another movie we watched, Porky's? Kim Cattrall was the loud gym teacher there.
Yeah, she was. That was hilarious.
Yeah, she's really kind of an 80s like scream queen / hot chick. I mean, that's basically what she is. And then she was in this.
Yeah, real interesting career.
Yeah,
and she's not like they are bringing the show back for a season on HBO.
Really?
She's not.
Really? Wow, Jesus.
Just like they do.
They're in walkers.
I assume so, but she's
not.
How
old are they? The characters would be like what, like 65?
So
they're
I mean, this movie ends with Samantha turning 50, and she's the oldest in the group. So if we're talking 10 years later, I assume they will. She's not going to be in it. Like they don't get along, like her and the rest of the cast.
I can see that.
So I assume her character
born in real life.
I suspect the easy
kill her
thing.
off.
I suspect that's the easy thing.
Oh, she had cancer. She died.
Yeah. Her cancer came back. She gets cancer.
Oh, that could be it. That makes sense. 10 years later, like they say, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Holy shit! There's an extended cut of this movie.
What the fuck?
Are you fucking with me? There's a Snyder cut of this movie.
There's first off,
release the Snyder cut. It's like 4 fucking hours.
It's probably 5.
This movie's 2.5 hours and it's too fucking long. Like we were talking about, it's 4 because I think the episodes were only half-hour episodes. So we're talking about we just watched binged 4 to 5 a half season of the show. Essentially.
Yeah, it's basically a season, but like truncated
drink.
Thanks, Chris. Talking Sex in the City now.
Shout out to Chris. Drinking our Cosmos. Aaron's just chugging his mug of Cosmo.
Yeah. Okay, so can we talk about like, all right, so whose fault is the initial like wedding breakdown? Like whose fault is that?
That's Mr. Big. He got cold feet. I don't blame the girl because she said that comment. That's stupid. If you take that to heart, you got issues in the first place. That was just an excuse for him to bail.
It is.
But what about so I kind of think it's the little girl's fault for taking her phone. Oh. The little girl took the phone
That little
The
bitch.
little girl answered the phone,
Hang on.
closed the phone, and then put it in her thing, and that caused the whole issue. That little
hold up before
it's her fault.
Innocent child, Ibrahim, because I'm with you on this.
And what do you mean innocent? She like actually fucked up their wedding.
Time out.
I don't know if I've seen Ibrahim this angry.
Before we,
but he's acting like she didn't answer the phone and hear him talk, and then close the phone and then hide the phone.
She's 3. Remember, she's 3. Why was?
But she hit the phone. She hit his phone.
3-year-old dude, why was nobody watching a 3-year-old? It's the parents' fault. You should be watching the fucking child. You should have.
So you're saying that it's Charlotte's fault. It's Charlotte's fault.
It's Charlotte's fault.
And the other guy, the bald guy.
And to top it off, but blaming Charlotte again, because this conniving bitch, when the one girl was like, listen, I'm gonna go tell her what I said to your fiance why he left, she was gonna do it that same day. None of that extra shit would have happened. She would have been mad at Charlotte, she'd have been mad at the one chick, but then she would have been over it. So it's Charlotte's fault, guys.
Actually, Charlotte didn't say that. It was the redheaded girl who said that.
No, the redheaded girl said she was gonna tell her because it was the redheaded girl that fucked up. It was the redheaded girl that said to the husband, you shouldn't get married or crazy for getting married, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So it was her that fucked up with that. But then she went and told Charlotte later on, and Charlotte was like, don't tell her, not right now.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna go even farther back. It's not the little girl's fault. It's not her fault. It's Carrie's fault for not having her fucking phone on her.
I think the phone is the real issue, because if she's able to talk to him, like, none of this happens. 100%. None of this happens.
But the thing that I will say though is, like, it's her wedding day. She's getting married.
Oh, by the way, but here's another thing. So maybe it's Carrie's fault because she made the whole thing was about her.
Yes,
and she even admits that at the end. It's like, I did this whole thing and it's all about me. Me. So and he just so here's the thing. Mr. Big wanted to just get married, right? But she fucking blew it up into like this big ass like royal kind of shit.
And she blamed it on the dress.
She got
a nice dress.
So it's really kind of her fault because he just wanted to get married. She wanted to have a fucking royal wedding kind of shit.
You want to know what she looked like in that dress? It looked like she was Cinderella's foot missing the slipper.
I kind of like the dress. I thought that was a cool wedding dress.
I'm not gonna.
How about the hat with the giant peacock feather?
The hats are always stupid. You know what pissed me off right away is just her, like the first outfit she wears in the opening credits. She's walking down the street wearing that white dress with like just the big fucking flower. Like, what the fuck is with the flower? Seriously?
I don't know.
You gotta talk to these fucking fashion designers, man, because that is like, that's mad money for that shit.
Thank you, Henry. My hat is better.
Time to dress.
More style.
The hat is mentioned.
And by the way, you're right. So I think this is the backstory of whoever created this show. It was all these model agencies to promote all their dresses and shit.
Oh yeah. Listen, this like
it's a commercial. It's a fashion. It's like a fashion shoot, or like
Sorry.
It's an accessory.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just there to, because you see like all these big, like Milona Blahnik, the only people who know the name of that shoe are rich ass white women who live in New York. who is that? And that's the fucking characters in this movie. You got to be hella rich to buy that stuff. We were talking about $5,000-$6,000 for shoes. Yeah, and they're not like fucking Jordans. They're like white girl Jordans, basically.
Well, I mean, she mentions at the end that those blue shoes
are $575.
$500 some odd dollars.
Crazy.
Man, that shit needs to say Jordan, LeBron, Kobe on that shit for me to fucking buy that.
If I pay that much for a fucking shoe, I better be the best at everything I do. Like, anything I do, I just pick it up and I'm just automatically the best at it. Paying that much for a fucking shoe.
They better be magic shoes. They better let me dunk.
I want to float.
They make you fly and literally fucking dunk.
But no one wears this shit on the street. Like, I'm like, who walks down the street in these fucking clothes?
Some people, but they probably do. But it's like really nice part of Manhattan.
No one in Schenectady.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be in a really nice part of Manhattan or DC or whatever, some really rich place.
Or it's the people that the ghetto people. Like, yo, I'm staying at my mom's, but girl, I got them Gucci shoes, that Gucci purse, that type of bullshit.
And is that a real thing too? Or was there Jennifer Hudson? That was Jennifer Hudson, right?
Yeah, that was Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
What
She even sang a song in this.
Do they fucking really? She can do a purse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
purses.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I mean, you can pretty much rent anything.
You know what? Well, you know what's funny? It's funny you mentioned that, James, because that was like the stereotypical thing in this movie. The black girl that's a little ghetto-ish, but not too ghetto. She's very professional. Is renting the bags. Is running the bags, and all the white women have all the money and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm mad at it.
Well, she was an assistant, so she wasn't.
Because she was still a great character. Like for what she had to do, which I can't believe I'm actually saying this about this movie. But she gave the girl.
He's giving positive something.
She gave the girl her confidence back, pretty much. Like showed her what she could do. Here you go, Chris. Hold that. And I don't know. It was kind of coolish. I thought it was kind of fucked up how they didn't show her wedding a little bit. I'm like, okay, so this chick then did all this for you, had shit set up for you. You went back and got your shoes, you got your man back, and did you go to her fucking wedding? Like what?
That was the Snyder's cut.
Yeah,
that was the extended
That's in the
scene.
Snyder cut. That's in the Snyder cut.
That's the Victor Stone part of the Snyder cut of this movie.
Like, I to my wife, but okay, bitch, this movie was all about you and how you fucked up. How we came to the conclusion, guys. Carrie fucked up.
That's how the show is.
I think there's multiple, but I think
there's
the
a lot of
the little fucking girl, man. I'm telling you, that little girl, she could have resolved it. She could have had that, like, oh, you're right. I fucked up. I made this all about me. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. But they could have fixed it.
But
that could have fixed it. Again, but the little fucking girl stole the phone.
Yeah,
it's fucking terrifying. It scares the hell out of me.
Yeah,
there's blame to go around on everybody.
I agree.
It starts with Carrie, though. It starts with Carrie. And
then it's definitely Carrie. Another reason, too, because Mr. Big even told her. He was like, I've been married 3 times.
He's like,
this is his third.
This was going to be his third marriage.
He's like, I don't want to go,
Why blow it up to 200 people?
Yeah. All because her fashion, her boss is like, hey, you're going to be the 40 married chick in the cover.
It's 75 fucking people. And then she went,
listen, I don't think
2,000, right?
200. That was 200. But that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I wonder. I don't really think photo shoots are that fun for people. Whenever I watch them on film, I can't possibly believe they're as fun as they look. Like that actors are having.
They're not. I did engagement photos. They're not that fun.
Okay, guys, we need to get a female's perspective on that. Ladies that are watching, is it fun to do these photo shoots? Like, as far as not taking the photo, but being in the actual photo, dressed up and all that other stuff?
I'll give you a reason why it's not fun for me, and I think a lot of guys, maybe some guys, it's uncomfortable. For one, the shit you're wearing, it's usually like mine was during the summer, June, but the engagement, I was in my best dress clothes. Mm-hmm. I was hot as fuck. And we went to multiple locations. And you stand there, like, okay, you're standing there 5 minutes because you got to take 100 pictures.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's for the wife. She loved it. But I did it for her, But if it was my choice, guys are really simple. I would like City Hall. I'm like,
But, I mean, to be fair, kind of, that's what Carrie was fine with.
I mean, I feel like Sarah nails. This is the whole reason why this movie works.
The names.
It's just you see all this fashion stuff and it's just like eye candy. Endless 2.5 hours of just dresses and all the shoes and everything. It's just, and it's all super expensive designer stuff.
Get the idea, Chris.
You know what I'll say though, real quick.
Take her to New York City and do like that Pretty Woman shit. You go to one of those stores and let her try on a whole bunch of designer clothes.
You got some money I can borrow to do that?
and you play the music in the background.
She's just trying them on.
Pretty Woman.
And you just say,
don't buy it. Just go in there, maybe take out your wallet like it's fat, full of cash.
I feel like they need evidence of your bank account to walk into some of those stores.
They run your credit and shit. You gotta look at the numbers.
Yeah. No, don't worry, Chris. What'll happen is me and Aaron we'll go in and we'll go in the back and 10 people will fucking follow us.
Everybody.
And y'all can do whatever you want. But they'll be like, oh yeah, you can try this on. And they're like, watching us.
That's true.
Even our customers.
We'll need a distraction.
Hey, let's follow them.
We'll need a distraction. Aaron, just walk in.
Because we're Popcorn and Pint, that's what we do for each other. You know?
That's teamwork.
And then me and Aaron will just drop the fucking like. What? You think we don't have money? Why don't you think we have money?
You guys would be the ones stealing. We'd be the ones actually buying stuff.
Exactly.
Well, I couldn't help you. They'll tell me to leave too. They're like, sorry, we don't have your size. Get the fuck out of our building.
Yeah, but they don't know who you're buying, whatever you're buying for.
So all the security follows Aaron and Ibrahim. James distracts them by getting in an argument about sizes, and then I clean out what's left.
Clean the house.
Yes.
Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I came in here for a hat.
Facebook user, again, I'm not sure who it is, but hello, thank you for stopping by. Hit that restream button up top, hit that link, and allow Facebook in your comments. Your picture and your name will show up here.
Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to mention this now. But so in California, there's been like our unemployment. There was like a ton of fraud. Like basically, people were like saying that they're XYZ person, but it was really someone who was in prison and getting like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
And so what people spent the money on was they got this money and then they went to these like fucking Gucci and shit, and they bought Gucci bags with the fucking money. If you can believe that. So the Gucci store was like fucking blowing up like 4 months ago, blowing up, hella people. But it was all fraud, but they were just like, yeah.
Why does that matter to them?
When you're on commission, it doesn't matter at all.
No.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. Like you just like, does the money go through? Yes. Thank you.
I mean, listen, like we're gonna make fun of this movie a lot, but I like, to their credit, the film was like the biggest opening ever for an R-rated comedy, romantic comedy, led by an all-woman cast. When this
Wait, this was a comedy?
Romantic comedy.
What?
I guess some people find it funny.
Like,
You know.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of puns that, wow. Oh no, that's Aaron's. With all the links.
It's all really
There is a lot of puns in this, which I appreciate. I love puns.
Mhm.
But it's impressive that it grossed what it did, and an all-woman cast being, I think as of like
this movie made
2018, yeah, it made money. Like as of 2018, I think it was still rated as like the biggest or highest grossing opening weekend for an all-woman led comedy or something.
This movie made money, and they made a sequel like 2 years later.
I think
Which
they got tickets, but not by choice though. There are certain people who were dragged, I believe.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like you're coming. Like, look, I mean, the demographic for this film is like a 35 to 60-year-old white woman, and those people got money and they got husbands, and like, no, motherfucker, you're going to see Sex and the City.
No,
I think it's even younger than that when it comes to wanting to see it and dreaming that you can achieve that status.
Yeah, because it's just a fantasy. Like this movie is literally a fantasy for certain people.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you can like have a boyfriend where you'll go to a fucking penthouse in New York and it'll just be like, let's buy it. And she even made a joke about it in the next scene. It was like, oh, he bought it like it was buying lunch. like he was buying me coffee.
It's like, I got this. What the fuck?
Oh,
by the way, I agree with that by her though. She wound up, for one, he fucked up. You were talking about the ring.
yeah.
So she was
The ring.
she was bidding on the ring, right? She
Oh,
put a thing in there. Someone outbid her. Found out it was her boyfriend. That stupid motherfucker spent like 4 times as much money that she could have got it for, and she wanted to buy it for herself. So that was kind of messed up because she wanted it for herself. She's like, "I'm buying this for me," and so he went behind her back and bought it as a surprise. But he paid so much more money
Yeah.
than she would have got it for.
yeah. Your closet was a fan. It was a fantasy because when I remember going to visit a buddy who lived in the city years ago, and his apartment was the size of that fucking closet. Like, holy shit.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, a closet that size would be fucking. I would set up my podcast in that damn closet.
Yeah, man.
I'll rent it to someone as a room.
You rent it out.
Rent it out.
I don't have that many clothes.
I'm a sublet.
So, and I also watching this, I'm like, yeah, it feels exactly just like episodes back to back. It doesn't feel like a movie.
No.
It's not written like a movie.
Not at all.
And like they brush over like what would be
shit.
significant story arc events, like when Steve cheats on Miranda because they haven't had sex in so long.
He wasn't giving it to
It's
her.
like, yeah, like the one. And one night they're annoyed, and then in the next scene you see him. He's like, "I cheated on you." Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, he just comes out and says it.
Yeah, like
Because that's what guys do when they cheat. They just fucking come out and say it.
Yeah, the next day, yeah.
not
Like,
even,
oh, I cheated.
But like it was
The fuck?
quick. It was like the very next day when she was like, "All right, let's get it over with," which would have fucked up the whole. I would have finished at least. But it would have fucked up everything. I would have finished. I
I mean, it doesn't help the mood to hear that. No.
No,
Yeah,
no. It'll knock you off your game.
I don't know. Depends on how many cows.
I think we've established that Aaron, he's going no matter what. If it's the apocalypse,
Yeah, like a rat.
there's literally he gets a text that says you will die in 3 minutes.
Wait.
He's,
No.
He's done.
There is an.
And dressed up
Like,
as a bunny.
like basically you're saying I have 3, so I have 2 minutes, and then like for number 1, and then a minute for number 2. That's the way Aaron sees it.
There's an exception to every rule.
Just think of all.
That's true, man. That's true. That's the one thing. That's the showstopper for Aaron.
No, Henry.
It's like you know that sound effect like when you jam on the brakes.
Yeah.
Like that's what that image does to Aaron.
Hey,
That's
I can somebody read that? Because I'm laughing too hard to read it. Oh fuck! Give me a second, guys.
that's just plain hurtful.
James, can you read that?
I'll try. All right. So Henry said, just think of all the ponies that watch this movie looking up to Sarah Jessica Parker, thinking they too can be a full-grown horse living in New York City.
Listen,
I agree. Oh my god.
I'm not going to make those jokes. That's not fair to her.
She's married to Ferris Bueller, right?
Yes,
Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
Holy shit, that was too fucking funny.
That's humorous.
You want to know what her problem is? I think she's too thin. If she put a little bit of weight into her face,
And her body,
her chin is too thin and long to be that face too skinny.
But hey, like, listen, when she's a witch in Hocus Pocus, it's like, dude, I believe it.
Oh, it worked, yeah.
She's like a perfect witch.
There's scenes. I definitely think she looks better in scenes than she does in others. But
yeah, definitely.
I mean, they all look pretty hot. They're banging. Like they're super hot in this. For like people that are in their like late 40s and 50s, like damn.
Well, I think my favorite part of this movie though is when they go to Mexico, just because Charlotte ends up shitting herself.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like she like drinks the water by accident.
Yeah, you could tell they were building to that.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
And then it happens, and it was still. she was chopping her foot loose and looked.
Looks like
yeah. Makes sense. But then also the part that, okay, I did laugh at one part. You just reminded me when they were laying there.
Miranda.
Yep, that's where I was going
next.
Yeah, and Samantha's asking her when's the last time she waxed and making those jokes.
Holy shit!
Listen, Samantha is definitely
that
comedy.
Carpet was a very red carpet.
Yes, it was.
like that, and the husband walked that fucking red carpet, and her
that
bitch ass was like, "Hurry up!" Like
he had carpet burns.
It matched the drapes.
Oh my god!
It definitely did.
But Samantha, if you're gonna pick, I think a character or a favorite character, or at least for joke wise, that's Samantha. I mean, she at least has some. She has the great jokes. She was the most interesting to me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's her movie. I felt for me Samantha. I just didn't give. I don't know, because like there wasn't enough sex to like make it interesting. I think that's like what makes her character interesting is they just throw sex at you, and there was just not. Yeah. And her whole thing was like she wasn't getting it. Well, and she was watching this other guy. She's watching, the neighbor, Fabio. Yeah. Fabio just like,
and like she even said it. She even said it. She goes, like basically during the show, the younger her, she was like having a guy every night, a different guy.
And it's curious, because when they ended the show, I don't know if they had intended. Oh, they probably had an idea of possibly making a movie.
Samantha won't be in the remake, guys, so we're not watching that shit.
Nope.
No, she said, "Fuck this shit."
So, I'm curious how do you approach this movie after you had the show? The show ended in 2004. The movie came out in 2008. I forgot how long it was on. Maybe like 6 years. So obviously these are characters that are established. Wow. Oh, the emoticon. I like it.
That butter emoji. Butter him up.
Henry, wow. You never cease to amaze any of us, Henry. I'll tell you that right now, man.
But it's, like they kind of set, they essentially set the end of the show to give them their happy ending. So it's interesting to see the route they took with some of the character plot lines, especially with Samantha, because her movie it's just spent her back and forth from California to New York, which apparently happens in an instant all the time, constantly.
Yeah, that's another thing. Shit ton of money. You can just travel from coast to coast.
Like with not a single scene of her actually traveling.
Yeah,
There's one. There's one. She's like eating ice cream on a.
That's right. When
she's landing in New York, it's like she's like, no, fuck it, I'm eating this ice cream.
When she's eating her feelings.
That scene right there was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't. I feel like, ladies, women, please do not take offense to this. That was like woman funny. You know what I mean? But it wasn't man funny. It wasn't funny.
I kind of felt bad for her, but I didn't feel anything else.
Hang on.
Wait, now we need to know what the name is. Whoa.
Yes, she got
Which
her
character
from episode 1. What's the name? We have to know. You can't give out that type of information and then not tell us the name.
I think drop that without dropping the deets.
One of the characters I wish that was in the movie more was Anthony, the gay guy. Like
his name is Ant in real life, right? The comedian?
Charlotte's wedding planner. When Carrie's first showing like her thrift store dress.
Shyla.
Who was? I don't know who that was in the show.
I never watched it, so I've seen like maybe 2 episodes total.
I've seen the majority of it.
I've never seen it. So, Shyla. Shyla.
Yeah, who? The baby shower episode. I don't remember that one.
No.
But I wish there was more of a.
That
gay guy Anthony was hilarious.
He was funny as fuck.
He takes charge and shit.
Yeah.
What do you say in the?
Like, or at the party at the end, someone put a cup down without a coaster, and he said he slapped their arm and threatened told them not to do it ever again, or something like that.
Yeah, he like took charge. Like,
Shayla.
He told her, "Is like I got you."
Shayla, not Shyla.
My bad. My bad. Oh man.
Oh, okay. It was the name Charlotte wanted to have, and instead she went with Lily.
Well, they had to adopt. At first.
Yes.
Because she was a barren wasteland.
And then
wow.
I mean, she couldn't have kids, man. You know, it happens.
And then boom, what happens? She has Rose. What was her name? Rose.
She did say that though, didn't she? Say I was a barren wasteland. Did she make that joke?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
You know what's crazy? We're reviewing this movie a lot more than I thought we would. We're like taking it pretty.
No, I knew this one's gonna be.
This was.
There's a lot to talk about.
There is.
There's 2.5 hours.
Right? Yeah.
We got to have different sections.
Let's check in with Nick Cage and hear what he has to say. He's a big fan of this movie. He said he was up for a role, but it didn't pan out.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine Nicolas Cage in this fucking movie?
No.
He'd have to be like a comedic part, but yeah, I could.
He'll be the creepy next door neighbor instead of that one dude. It'll be him laying there, taking showers and shit.
Could you imagine if he's like hella fat and out of weight or something? It's like
he's the neighbor Samantha.
Hello, Samantha.
He's the neighbor Samantha.
What did the guy say? The guy said something at the end when she saw the D. I forget what she said to it. What he said to her.
He's like, "You want to join me or something?"
Yeah. He said, "You come over whenever you like."
She should have. She should have. Like if she was gonna.
Just imagine, like Nick Cage, like you can come over whenever you want.
Oh,
he's just like staring at her.
Bree, I did not like this. I almost stabbed myself in the eye with a spoon multiple times.
Cage vibes.
Listen,
you just gave us creepy Cage vibes with that one.
No, I'll say I do like the discussion about whose fault this whole thing was. Like that's fun because
James is plowing his way through that jug.
Yeah, he's destroying it. Because I'm telling you, it is that kid's fault. It is that kid's fault. Period. Now other people are also at fault. But that kid exacerbated the issue.
Look, okay.
You know.
Everybody's at fault. None of the men.
Yeah, the kid.
No. No, the one dude that cheated, that's his fault. But the other dude, Big, it wasn't his fault. It started scary.
He had cold feet. That dude, he had the balls to leave. He should have never left.
It does end with him. I'll say it is his fault because it does end with him, but it starts with Carrie because she's like, first of all, it's us.
She blew it up.
Us to me. Okay, Vogue's there. I mean, which I don't blame her. If you're getting married and say Vogue's like, listen, we're going to cover your wedding, the clothing, everything. Fuck it. Go ahead. Do it up.
Right? Yeah.
Why the fuck not? Let me get some fresh gear so I can party my ass on up in there, looking like the baddest motherfucker in the wedding because it's my wedding with my wife.
By the way, can we talk about like so Mr. Big is like trying to basically apologize.
It is Big's fault too. Yes.
Carrie goes kind of crazy, but then Charlotte goes fucking crazy. I feel like that was handled like not the best way. Mm-hmm. I feel like they could have talked about it at that point and maybe been like, because everyone was late. Everyone was late to this wedding, and this fucking kid stole the phone, which made everything. By the way, I really like. There's this funny joke. So this came out in 2008. So I guess I don't know how many iPhones there were.
Joke, the iPhone joke.
But yeah, Carrie only has a flip phone, and someone gives her an iPhone. She's like, I don't know how to fucking work this thing.
Yeah.
Like, and then someone hands her a flip phone, and she's like, "Dude."
I think I love that. This is like one of the first movies that had like just an iPhone reference in it. I think that they should have handled that situation like when they met each other better. Like she just freaked out on him, and that I don't know. Like I understand, but like that's another fuck up. And yeah, I think Charlotte went crazy. Like Charlotte's really crazy in a lot of this stuff. Like pregnancy hormones, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I'm talking about even before that. Like in the beginning, she's mad to be mad. She's mad for other people. It's like the fuck. Why are you mad for other people, bitch?
Because she has everything.
She gets everything. She literally gets everything.
Exactly.
And she's fucking mad for other people.
That's why, because she has nothing to be mad about in her own life. Because she even says she's gotten everything she's ever wanted to the point where she's just annoyingly positive and happy.
Yeah, she's super.
And by the way, her husband is another dude. He played on Californication.
Yeah, man, that's a great show.
That is a good show.
And he had the men had minimal parts in this movie. They were there to be there, and
they were there to be there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I get it. It's like Charlotte kind of hates Big, right? And she like had that whole thing like, oh, if I ever saw him, I know what I'd say to him.
But I think she was so mad because wasn't she really close friends with him? That's what I got the vibe of. But during the regular show, Chris, were they close friends like Mr. Big and her?
I don't think so.
Sarah is saying that basically Charlotte has seen Big like kind of fuck up Carrie's life.
Oh yeah, the whole group has
kind of held a grudge basically.
Now, here's a question for you guys: is that forgivable? Would you forgive if that shit happened to you? That big scene.
Are you asking us?
Oh yeah. Would you go? It'll be so awkward and embarrassing. Would you forgive that, or would you have cut ties completely, like she did at first?
That's a hell of a story, though, man. Like if you got married and in the end you still got married, and you're like, yeah, so I got cold feet the day before, but then
the day of left her at the altar.
No, he got cold feet the day before too. And he tried to call her, and she couldn't talk him down.
Yeah.
Really quick, this is a great fucking question, Sarah. She's meant to say need. Does Nicolas Cage's face need to be on screen still? I say hell fucking no, fuck you, Nicolas Cage.
Of course.
That's why Chris has it up here still. That's why Chris is my guy, because I would do the same thing.
Nick Cage is a big fan of this.
My arm's getting tired. He's our
special guest.
He's the special guest. He's the guest host.
He's not a host. Fuck you.
And by the way, that what's her Miranda, right? So her saying, she's like, if I seen him today, this is what I'll say. I don't think that line was funny at all.
But yeah, she's a really corny kind of person, though.
What did she say? I forgot what she said.
Something.
I cursed the day you were born.
Yes, thank you. That's it.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Miranda the redhead?
Miranda's the redhead.
Miranda
Charlotte said it.
Yeah. The annoying one that's very...
Aaron, I don't know their damn names. I call them Kim Cattrall, Horseface.
That's my dog. That's my dog. I showed her the Nick Cage mask, and she almost tried to attack it at first.
Good.
I don't blame. Good dog. Good dog.
Give that dog
get an extra treat.
But I mean, story-wise, yes, this story is too fucking long, but they obviously tried to. Miranda spends half this movie angry at Steve because he cheated on her, and then the role kind of gets reversed on her when Carrie's ignoring her because she did it. Yeah. Said you're crazy to get married to Big. So now she spends 3 days apologizing.
We know Chris knows their names. He's just playing.
I do know their names.
See?
Yeah, I feel like someone doesn't need to comment as much.
Chris, listen. Don't get yourself beat up on camera. I want to see it, but I
You
don't
see a
want
shoe fly across and hit him on the side of the head.
It's distracting.
Chris, shut the fuck up. I'm doing a podcast. Oh shit. But yeah, like I will say this, guys. I didn't like either one of these movies. This one was just like, oh fuck, because it was so long. But I like
So long, dude.
Preference between the two.
I agree. It's better. It's better than the first one.
We didn't give this early show ratings. So what is the rating for this movie?
3 horse faces.
Ah, James.
I'm not going. I'm taking the high road on that.
Okay, three.
No, fuck it. I'm
left at the altar or whatever. No, she didn't make it to the altar. What the fuck would you call that? Left at the stairs.
But
I don't know what you call that. That's pretty bad.
That's a whole
Although
new level.
that is better than being left at the altar.
That is true. That is true. Left at the library.
Oh, I did enjoy when just for fun Samantha got that dog that humped everything.
yeah.
Yes, that
was
was good.
That's
I said, yeah, that's an awesome dog.
She was looking at it. She's like, nah, I'm not a dog person or whatever. And then
it's just humping everything.
And she bought it.
Because it reminded her of her. She's like, that was me.
One thing I forgot I was going to say.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right about that, James.
Weird as fuck. Weird as fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you think so? She basically broke up with her boyfriend to be a whore. Go out.
You know, honestly, I swear, maybe this is kind of weird Mandela effect stuff, but I swear there was a storyline where we find out that he's actually gay. Like, I swear to God, there somewhere I think so. I think it is part 2.
What is about part 2?
I swear somewhere.
What the fuck happens?
I swear somewhere we find out that guy is actually gay. I
don't remember.
I feel like that happens.
I phrased my comment wrong. I'm not going to say, but to basically go out and do whatever she wants. Do you think she goes straight to the neighbor's house? I think they should have had a scene in there where she goes straight back to the neighbor after that.
That's
in the Snyder Cut, dude. That's in the Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut.
Oh, so we get more in the Snyder Cut, guys. We get a lot more.
Yeah.
I think yes. The way I make that movie, she breaks up with her boyfriend and then just walks straight from there to the neighbor's house.
And gets
Dude, okay, so I was watching that scene. Remember there's a scene where there's like a threesome? She's watching a threesome?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, I swear to God, I was like, okay, this is weird, but that looks like a porn star that I feel like I know. Like the second person. That was kind of, I was like, wait a minute.
Like,
wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I was like,
And what's up with all these glass houses? That dude
I know,
there's
so much glass.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like, if you're this dude, you're out in the open about who you are, because you're basically Fabio, and you're getting it. Like, so maybe he's just like, yeah,
okay,
I'm getting it.
Yeah, you can watch how you like the show. You can come join if you want.
Yeah, that's how that girl they met. The third girl was just some girl on the beach, and boom.
God.
Boom, boom, people.
Mr. Fabio getting more.
Yeah, she was surprised the second girl that came up out of nowhere. She was like, whoa. What the? She's just grilling it.
So here's a actual good question. Like, how would we react if our significant other, we come home and they are naked on something with food on them? Is that a turn on? Is that a turn off?
Oh, listen.
It's a turn on.
It's a turn on.
It depends on the food.
Hang on. Before we go any further, I have a question to ask before we answer this question. What food would it have? What food would you want it to be?
I'm not into sushi.
Me,
I love sushi.
You're not into fish?
I'm not into.
Hey, you.
Hey, you gotta think though. After you get past the sushi, the all you can eat buffet opens up.
Kim fucking cheese. No,
Holy shit.
What would be the food? And let's say one food and let's say one dessert.
It can't be messy though. I think that's why everybody, like, you see that scene, it's always sushi.
I think for me it's probably like a taco and a fucking churro. Like, that's gonna do it for me. Hook me up with some tacos and some churros, and we're going.
I imagine I would almost say Wayne's, but I would think you don't want that sauce in places.
Yeah, you know what though.
I mean, they could be sweet.
You got to go dessert. I guess.
I would say desserts.
I think wings is good because if it's spicy, it gets your palate going a little bit. You start getting some saliva.
Wow, I got
get some
you
wetness.
I like it. So I'm gonna say
all the women are gonna be like, "Fuck you! You keep your mouth away from me."
Let's see what's good and easy to eat.
What the hell?
I-
Henry, man. What is wrong?
Yes.
That's some razzle dazzle.
Some razzle dazzle, man.
I think you
Jesus.
got to go dessert. Ice cream.
I think so. Yeah, it has to be dessert.
that's why,
chocolate
that's why I said
sauce.
pick like a main food because dessert is too easy. Because dessert you can
Ah.
like you said ice cream, you can do fruit, whipped cream, peanut butter,
Just
frosting.
okay. You just walk in, her naked, laying on a table with a pizza on her stomach. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm down with you. I'm with that, Chris.
I'll say wings wouldn't be bad, like Ibrahim was saying, because you could do like a sweet
No.
spicy sauce. You could like a sweet.
You can't have spicy at all. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to have like plain wings. Like that hot sauce, even if you eat
Listen, yeah,
later on, it's gonna go bad.
even mild wing sauce is not going to be pleasant in places.
Exactly. So I don't think wings will be
It'd be good.
like, what's the women idea? You say wings, they're gonna be like, no.
What about tater?
Tater
Tots. I don't want no fucking tater.
The fuck.
You would,
It's like Napoleon. Like,
Because you wanna know why?
tots in your cooch.
listen, any food.
I'm gonna tell you right now
Cooch
why it's
tots.
not tater tots. Because I'm gonna end up turning it into a game. I'm gonna try to throw them like beer pong. Like catch.
It's giving new meaning to the phrase "hot dog down a hallway."
Oh god. But what I'm getting, basically for me, it's any food. Any food.
I think Ibrahim just invented cooch tots.
I like it. Hold it with the,
Oh my god. Tater salad.
Henry again. Tater fucking salad.
Oh god. Sorry guys, my mom goes that way. And you wonder where I get it from.
Like, James, you gotta read this. You gotta
I can't read. That's my mom. I pass.
read it.
Hard pass, guys.
Hard pass.
I'm gonna read it then. If it smells like fish, it's a dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. Shout out to James' mother right here. That was an awesome comment.
Yeah.
Susan,
That's some sage advice, I have to say.
thank you.
That's what experience will give you.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
I don't know what
Fucking asshole.
I don't want to be disrespectful. We're gonna move past this. James looks
Do,
uncomfortable.
some,
It's gonna be great.
do something, guys.
Susan just dropped knowledge. She did.
She did.
Big shout out to you, Susan.
Jesus.
All right, so you want to do fuck, marry, kill? I think that'd be fun.
Oh, I forgot about the games.
Let's do some games here.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Obviously, first off, there's 4 of us, so we got to each pick a character. But fuck, marry, kill, I think goes first.
No, I'm saying there's 4 of them as well.
Well, you're
Yeah, but
gonna one
it's
of
only
them.
the 3
So
choices.
it's fuck, marry, kill, black hole. The 4th one is gone from existence.
So it's black hole
okay.
anal? Oh,
Huh? Holy shit!
Aaron's like, which one has the bigger booty?
Oh my god!
that's
Oh
what
my god!
black hole is anal. So okay. Go ahead, Ibrahim.
Fuck. Okay. So I gotta say, so if we're talking about Mary, I don't know, maybe my taste is weird, but for me, it's between Charlotte and Miranda. I'm probably gonna marry Charlotte,
Okay.
and this is kind of crazy, but I'm probably gonna fuck Miranda, and I'm gonna kill
Carrie?
I'm gonna kill Carrie, yeah, and fucking Samantha goes into the black hole. So that's what you're getting from me.
Means. We know what that means. All
No,
right.
it means she goes to the black hole and she's dead. She's never gonna be seen again.
That's what we call the black hole, Ibrahim.
Okay.
We need that meme. Like, you remember that meme where it's like the white girl and there's like 8 black guys?
Oh.
And she's on the-
Wow. Shit.
Oh shit!
All right. You want me to go next? I can go next. You
The
guys.
brown eye. Henry knows.
Okay. Mary, I agree. I think it's going. No, wait. Mary's going to be Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
She just seems like the most normal kind of. Fuck. I'm going to disagree. I think Samantha is going to be wild. And Kim Cattrall is pretty good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking whatever her face. Carrie.
Carrie.
Dead. No, actually, no. She's black hole. I can't stand her.
So,
So the kill will be the redhead. Even though that's not even, I don't know. She didn't bother me much either, but if I had to play the game, I think it'll be that order.
okay.
I'm with you on kill. Miranda's got to go. I would definitely fuck Samantha because I think she'd be the most fun.
Yeah. He knows
Mary-
things. Dark.
Yes,
Man.
she has seen some shit.
She's also gonna she'll do anything.
Oh yeah.
I remember there was this one episode where there's this misunderstanding about teabagging, and no, for real, and
there always is.
I think it was Charlotte was like, oh, I just don't know where to put the tea bags, and Samantha's like, you put them in your face. Like, what's the problem? You put it in your face, and you put the balls in your mouth. Like, that's basically what she said.
Damn.
So she will do anything, bro.
Yeah,
he's down. Yeah.
Bro, that was an episode. I remember it was really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't, but marriage-wise, I don't know. Like, I feel like Charlotte. I want to say Charlotte, but I feel like she would just get on my nerves with her annoying.
She's very high maintenance,
girl, high maintenance stuff.
She's more normal to me, though. I don't know.
So I'm gonna say marry Carrie and then Black Hole.
Wow.
Mr. Big.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Let's throw him in there, Mr. Big. There you go.
Mr. Big.
They call him Mr. Big for a reason.
Yeah.
So, kill Carrie because she started this whole thing. Black Hole, the redhead chick.
Nixon. Throw Nixon in the black hole.
Mary, the freaky girl. I have every.
Oh wow!
Wait! You're gonna try and try and turn the hoe into a housewife?
Wow!
To an extent.
That never works, homie.
Because she's gonna do everything. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. Don't want to get myself or anybody else in trouble by saying some wild ass shit.
Wow!
And then fuck the good girl.
Wow!
That's interesting. Okay.
That is an interesting. I didn't expect that one.
Me either. But I was like, you know what it was? It was like, you know what? Because I had two answers. The last two, the fucking the Mary can be flip flopped for me. I'm sure for anybody. I feel like we had the same for. I didn't want to make it all the same as far as marrying. And then I'm just like, hey, you want to keep it spicy when you're married.
Well, nothing. Moreno's she shuts down. Her work was more important.
Yep.
That's why.
Yeah. That's why you don't want to marry her. You don't want to be. You don't want to be Steve.
No.
Yeah, you got to cheat like he did.
No one wants to. No one wants to be a Steve.
No
one wants to be. The other thing too is like then the sex sucks. Like even when you're getting it, it's like she's like, "Oh, hurry up," and like all this other shit. You get nagged.
Is it over yet? Can we just get this done?
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that right there. Like I said, I would finish. Or at least cry, but that would be like, what the like? Come on.
Aaron would be more pissed than sexually deterred.
I went bad guy. Like, what, bitch? You want to get this done? Like, wham! That bed would have been slamming us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be a weird like.
But that's such a bad because then she's gonna do that to you just to like kind of kick you into high gear.
Well,
like, is that what you want to do with your sex life? Get nagged?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is. I like it. I'll be like, okay.
No, it's a mood killer, man. I would have done the same thing. I'm like, wait, what?
You know who else is in that boat?
Oh man.
And here, have that right there. Just own that.
They should just lay on her and just stare at her really close to her face.
Oh gosh.
I like that you can see the tip of my hair to cover the top of his head here. That's.
The whole talking down to and shit, like fuck you blah blah blah. I like that shit. So that would be
just like you small dick motherfucker. You're like, what bitch? I'll show you something.
No on the fucking play. Foul on the fucking play.
Let's not even go because then there's like the other stuff.
Aaron
racial stuff.
Aaron likes to be degraded.
He does. It seems like it. Damn.
I do. I'm not gonna. Listen, this is what Sex and the City brings out.
The cosmos are hitting tonight. It's not just the
dude.
Wow,
dude. No, I mean, hey, if that floats your boat, but yeah, from your you freak in the streets, girl, she'll give you whatever you want. She'll teabag you. She'll double dutch you. She'll let you teabag. Give you a full waffle.
If she's teabagging you.
She'll queef in your mouth.
With that, if she's teabagging you, you're dealing with something completely different. I don't want to tag tomorrow though.
She was some ping pong. She play table tennis with you.
There was another game we were gonna play too. Fuck Mary.
Oh, there's another game. Yeah, that's right. You wrote it down. What is it?
It was.
I gotta find it in my notes.
This is pretty fun.
Oh, we gotta know who's who.
Who's who?
So who's what personality? You know, are you a Miranda? Are you a Where the fuck are you a Samantha? Are you a Carrie? You know, what are you?
Tough. Are we talking now, or are we talking previous lives when we were single, sad savages because we didn't have our wonderful women yet?
I guess now.
Now?
Well, I think it's a better question like when you're single, because that's the equivalent actually.
I'm gonna.
You know, were you a hoe or were you a?
See, I don't really know their personalities. Like I didn't watch the show.
Yeah,
I know they're all.
I guess listen, broadly, were you a hoe? Were you like the goody goody? Were you like the bookworm? Were you the whatever? I don't know.
There is no character development in this movie whatsoever
at all. Like they were pretty much the same. They didn't.
They are what they were when they finished the show.
I think that's what it is. This movie is for people who watch the show, because if you're new, you're like, "Where's the character development?" People are like, "Did you ever watch the show? You should know them."
No,
like I don't know.
Like, well, no, that you watch it and you hate them. You're like, "Fuck these people."
Yeah, I just know they basically work, sex, and they talk about it. That's all I know. That's who they are.
It's not a movie. This is definitely not a movie in the traditional sense of a movie being a movie. This is just an extended TV show where they accomplished building the characters. Now they're just trying to fill in shit to make money.
What I got from this movie, from never watching the movie or never watching the show, is what Chris said, and then to add on to that, it was to give the fans of the series, like just that closure. Of course, then they made a part 2 because everybody's like, "Oh man, this movie's great," blah blah blah.
And they wanted more money.
They made a part 2, and now they're gonna make another one, and one of them's gonna be missing. Samantha's gonna be missing, but
she's gonna be missing. She died from too much sex dehydration.
Hey man, never mind.
Okay, so back to the game here. So Chris, because you did watch this,
I'm gonna say I'm a Carrie.
What is the 4? Give the best, really quick, detailed personalities for these 4 women in the show.
Oh Jesus,
that's tough.
I don't know.
Of course, we already know Samantha.
Short answers, yes. Samantha's a freak. Charlotte's uptight. I think Carrie is the most average person, personality-wise.
I almost feel like I would be a mix of all of them in a sense.
And I think Miranda's just kind of a bitch. That is.
Well, really? she's like a work. She works.
She's like a work.
Yeah. That's not me.
Yeah.
She's focused on work and a kind of a bitch, I think.
If you're a workaholic, basically.
Personality-wise, I think Carrie is the most well-rounded.
I agree with that. What I mean, if we're gonna add, what's her name? Oh my goodness. Well, we can't add her because she wasn't in the movie long enough.
Oh, Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah.
Well, she's not a main character though.
She's not. But no, I have to agree with that.
Hold on, let's go with the Charlotte. Like, she's uptight, but how was her personality besides that? Like we're talking about, like, how was she? Like, was she slutting it?
She's kind of like the prom queen, though. She's like the prom queen. She's very kind of
she's proper.
I might have to go Carrie then too.
More
I
proper.
wasn't that crazy. I wasn't no Samantha. I wasn't going around like fucking everything that walked around the streets.
Yeah, Charlotte's more proper, conservative type. Carrie. I don't think Carrie ever shows anything nudity wise. Charlotte was the least promiscuous. Thank you, Sarah. She did flash a boob once, I think, though, in one episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we see the least nudity of her.
Yeah, see, Samantha's that wild chick. I was not no dude like making swinging from a tree.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure you never see nudity from Sarah Jessica Parker. You will see her in like her underwear or something like that. But I think that's
bestiality. They can't show that. It'll be like a Tom Green movie.
Oh, come on!
Oh, God. So Tom Green should have been her husband. What you're saying?
I take it back. I'm sure she's a nice lady.
Nice person, man.
James, that's a joke. Even Family Guy got on her.
What's wrong with you, James? Come on. It's jokes, people.
It's the Cosmos. I blame the
Cosmos. He's drinking a pitcher of Cosmos.
A pitcher. But no, I think I'm going to have to agree with you then. I think if it's well-rounded, average, I think it'll probably be a Carrie then.
Nick Cage says he's a Samantha.
Did we rate this movie yet?
No.
Oh, so I'm just going to say I'm probably a Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
And I feel like I almost feel like I'm a mix of all of them, but like you get Charlotte because the family aspect, and then you mix that with Samantha because the freakiness with your wife.
I'm learning more about Aaron than I wanted to know.
Dude, Aaron, I think that's the whole point of these 4. I think it's 4 high personalities, but a normal person is all of them together. but this show is about 4 fucked up ones. That's not rounded out.
Yeah, they're all these extreme caricatures.
That's the backstory. It's gonna come out. It's one person with split personalities.
Yeah. It's the fucking Joker or some shit.
Yeah.
Now that would be a twist that would make the movie worth watching. Seems to be the more.
That's not wrong.
Again, I think in the show they just layer so many beautiful pieces of clothing and makeup on them. I mean, they're probably in like thousands, millions of dollars in makeup and clothing.
That just sizzle it off at the end.
Like they're gassing these women up big time, just gassing them up.
How would this? Okay, I got a question for you guys. How would this movie be if it was 4 dudes? I know it would be ridiculous for one.
I think you basically.
It's called The Hangover.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
You're right. You're absolutely
The Hangover.
That is it. They already did it, Aaron. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And probably any other crazy ass movie where guys are just getting
or How I Met Your Mother. Barney and Samantha.
Okay.
That dude every night was at the bar.
Yeah.
I never got into How I Met Your Mother. I've seen scenes.
The best episodes is the slap bet. It's where you bet.
I think I've seen that one.
This shit is hilarious because you don't know when it's coming. You get 5 slaps.
Yeah, I did see that. Is the one I saw.
That shit was fun.
That sounds awful.
I think the other equivalent would be Dumb and Dumber. Honestly.
Wow.
Dumb and Dumber is like a guy buddy movie.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't think you're right. If you don't have 4 people and you only have 2, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Dumb and Dumber.
I can see it. I guess. Shit. If it was a guy movie, it would definitely be more of a comedy, like a rom-com, but more like funny, an actual funny rom-com, not just
actually funny.
Yeah, not again. No offense, ladies, but not.
It wouldn't be about fashion for one.
Oh fuck no!
There wouldn't be scenes of someone eating ice cream in a fucking plane, and the person's trying to take the ice cream thing away from you. It's not funny to you, Aaron. It's not funny. Me eating my pain away isn't funny to you, Aaron.
No, it'll be a twisted T, and they hit the
Aaron wanted to marry that girl, by the way. Like he wanted to marry her.
Whoa! Listen, here he goes again, throwing accusations at Aaron. No.
Hey, you made the choices. We just played the game. So
yeah.
Oh, you mean freak?
Oh, there's one more scene I wanted to mention. I thought the bridge scene, like you don't know if Steve and Miranda are gonna both show up, and then they start running towards each other. I knew what was gonna happen, but I still hope for that mislead where they finally come face to face and she just slaps the shit out of him. I thought that would have
pushes him over the edge.
Yeah, you know what I was hoping for. It's for them
don't forgive you. Wow.
Run past each other to somebody else. Both of them.
Wow.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, let's speak about this shit.
That would have been the guy version of this movie.
So he cheated on her. Then he was apologizing. It's still me. Do this whole thing, right? Until they went to see the shrink. Then he just automatically spun it around. Because I don't know if I want you back. Like, what the fuck happened there? You were begging her to take
that whole storyline was fucked.
It's weird. It was not developed. It wasn't written out well. I think it was just. I feel like it was just content to have in the movie to keep.
It made no sense to me. I was like, wait a minute. He was begging her like a day ago.
I felt
like they go into the office and sit on the couch, and he's like,
"Yeah,
I don't know if I can take you back." I'm like, what the fuck?
This movie basically was basically about Carrie and Big with a bunch of fucking filler shit.
Yeah.
Just trying to that's exactly what it is. If you really want to narrow it down, focus on friendship and probably forgiveness. I think those are the 2 things they tried to highlight.
You have to add backstabbing though for the forgiveness. You have to add in the fuck ups because I mean, again, if the redhead chick is just like, listen, you're crazy for getting married, you shouldn't be getting married, and that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody that's getting married tomorrow. You know, it's one thing if you say it 6 months ahead of time or 3 months ahead of time, even a month, but tomorrow, it's like, bitch.
And as we established, Ibrahim wants to really hurt that child.
Oh, I don't want to hurt the child. It's her fault. Like, you know, it's that simple. It's like if a little kid pressed a button that shot a nuke. I mean, it doesn't make them evil, but they push the fucking button that shoots the nuke. She answered the phone call, hung up on him, and then hit the phone.
But she's 3. That's what a 3-year-old's gonna do. Who the fuck was watching her? Where was her mother? Where was the fucking nanny? Where was?
No, I don't think every 3-year-old does that. I don't think. I think the 3-year-old with the very hoity-toity parents does that.
Yeah, exactly. Just a 3-year-old, and I wanted to say that. I'll say a 3-year-old in general, just because they're kids. That's what they do. Kids touch shit. They play with shit. They don't. They know better, but they don't. It's like they know they shouldn't do things, but they don't necessarily understand consequences of things. So they do it anyway because it's fun. And again, she's 3. So,
but they created that whole plot device to give them a reason to the whole thing to explode, basically. Which is why it's the writer's fault for making the 3-year-old blow up the wedding.
Villain. Here's what would have made that scene a little bit better. One fucking adult. Just one. Where's Lily? Hey, Lily, get over here. That was her name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All they had to do. Just because, again, usually when you see those kind of scenes, the little quick scenes with the kid doing something, the parent or the guardian or whoever's watching them, I'll say, well, hey, so-and-so, get over here. Come on, what are you doing? As they're just taking something and hiding it in their pocket or in their bag or whatever. Like, they just have it closed and then they go over to their parent or whoever's calling them. The adult that they know that's calling them. That's all they fucking needed for that scene. And that made that scene that much better. It wasn't a great scene. It was whatever, but it made that scene better. And I'm just like, And when they went trick or treating, why didn't she just dress up like the fucking witch?
That would be hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious.
I was waiting for the child.
Yeah, she did.
She did, right? I think that
she did.
Oh,
she did.
Almost forgot one of the scenes that made me.
Yeah, she did say some fuck up shit.
One of the scenes that made me laugh pretty well was when Samantha was sitting on the phone out on her glass house out on the deck there, and then her boyfriend walks up with that present in his boxers, so it looks like he's basically walks up with his junk pointing right in her face.
Yeah. And she was kind of disappointed too. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's not a book." Like, oh, shit. She wanted the D, dude. She wasn't getting the D. I'm telling you, I think in the sequel or something, like there's some story arc where it's like, oh yeah, I'm actually gay. Like I feel like that happened.
It's crazy, but it wouldn't surprise me because he's gone all the fucking time acting or whatever he's doing. He's probably just getting
He's at the glory hole.
Raw.
Yeah.
Showed up there.
Oh, I gotta work out. I can't have sex. I'm sorry.
Got to get up early.
Like he literally says that in the movie.
How come when you fart, it sounds like whoo? Oh fuck!
No,
Did we do ratings on this? I don't even remember.
No, we didn't. We just got into it and started going.
And I got a pee.
It really took off.
So you want?
I can give a rating. This one was better than the Cage movie.
Agreed.
But I still didn't like it. I do not like. I say a 3.
Okay.
It's just it's not my thing. I can't. I hated the show. That's why I never got into it. So yeah, it's a 3.
How about you, Ibrahim?
I would give it like a 5. I actually like the Nicolas Cage one more. But this one, it's just man, it's long and there's a Snyder cut of this fucking thing. Like
I'm glad we didn't do that one.
Nah, dude.
I had no idea, man. I'm curious. How did you see how long the extended cut was?
It's not that much longer, but it is. I think maybe 10 minutes longer or something.
It's not like the extra minute in Fast and Furious.
Oh god, that is ridiculous. A fucking minute.
Yeah, a minute. Yeah, and they call that an extended cut, and they make you pay $25 for it. Like
for a minute.
That's so stupid.
More of a reason to hate Vin Diesel.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I there's some interesting things. It was cool talking about this movie, but like, dude, this is 2.5 hours, and like at least an hour and 45 of this was superfluous. Like it just was not necessary, and it didn't matter, and we didn't care, and it's just like, just get to the thing with the wedding. The wedding blows up. And then she realizes, oh, I fucked up. It's my fault. It made it all about me, and I needed to just have a small thing.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the movie, and that could have been an hour and 20 minutes.
That could have been 45 fucking minutes.
Instead, we got this fucking Snyder cut without the fucking Steppenwolf chopping off heads. Okay, I want some. There needed to be some actual sex scenes. There needed to be like some crazy
buttholes.
Yeah, black holes. Like, come on, man. But we got none of that. So I give it a 5.
I'll give it a 6. There were enough puns and jokes at least to somewhat keep me entertained. But this is not written as a movie. It's written as a TV show. that just
Mhm.
goes on way too long. Like, yeah, you take an hour off this movie and you could have a solid story at least. But yeah, 6.
Okay, my turn, guys. I'm gonna give it a 4. Um, I didn't hate it as much as I did the first one. It was just
Plus, I enjoyed it more than the City of Angels. Yes,
way more. There's titties in it. That alone helped for me. No,
and there was no.
This is a blockbuster. This is a Hollywood Lifetime movie, basically. I mean, except the Lifetime movie, it's usually like a white woman being attacked by whoever, boyfriend, predator, Nicolas Cage, some kind of creepy dude.
That's what City of Angels was. That's a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, that's a Hollywood Lifetime movie because the creepiness, like they get A-list people, but like the Lifetime movie, it's like no one you ever heard of.
Yeah, me and be us. Lifetime, holla at your boys. We want some.
Yeah, for real. It'd be like Aaron's sitting outside. Hey, baby. Hey, baby, I heard you like to go in the black hole. That's the plot.
Deep Space Nine.
And like the whole time it's this white woman and she's like going to college or some shit. Like this guy he keeps like harming me. I can't concentrate at school. It's like, well, there's nothing we can do. We're sorry. And he's like, yeah, baby, you just gotta give it to me or else I'm gonna kill you. And then like the third act is her just killing Aaron. Like that's the movie.
Why me?
Yeah, man.
Why me? Why do I always have to be the
Because you'll play the part good, Aaron.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that.
You're a great actor.
Aaron, you play the role of initial suspect.
I'm not gonna argue that one either.
He's like in the lineup, suspect number 1. We gotta get Aaron, right?
Yeah, if it was a school or a church scene, then it'll be a white guy.
Chris would be the cop. James would be the cool security guard.
Yeah, the rent-a-cop. Like, what are you doing?
Like, fuck it, I'm not chasing you. Just go ahead and take it.
Oh my god, I'll do that fake chase. Like they take off. I'm like, where you going? I'm like, fuck it, let him go.
Yeah.
I'll get him next time.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck! Holy fuck, man!
Oh man,
I gotta pee so fucking bad.
So you think that saying that was it Miranda said would scare you off? I would just look at it like, what? And I would stop married.
I don't know, man. I guess
because she said, "Don't get married. You guys are crazy getting married." That wouldn't.
That wouldn't scare. But like he was already spooked because she wasn't. Again, this is a whole thing with Carrie. She turned it into a royal wedding, and there's hella people, and there's all this stuff, and it's all me, and so she was ignoring him, and so he was like, maybe I'm fucking up.
I think what it was with that too was like once they got the Vogue thing there, and her boss pretty much coaxed her into saying, yeah. So pretty much kind of like talked her into it, kind of forced her into it. And then I'm sure when she told her girls, they were just fucking off the wall excited, like, oh bitch, we get to wear all these dresses and blah blah blah, all that other silly shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it went to her head like, oh, this is the day you've been waiting for. It's for your wedding day when you're getting married, blah 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 blah. But it's like, no, it's fucking. Listen, as a married man, I'm gonna say this. I don't care if you get mad. The wedding day isn't just about the woman; it's about the man and the woman becoming a unit, one beautiful unit. So let's not be selfish with that shit, because the guy has to, he has to ask you to marry him. You got to say I do, and then it's about both of you, not just about you. So let's not be selfish with that, ladies. It's about both of you.
Yeah, the whole wedding thing is what she wanted and whatever she wanted to do. That was her day. So.
That's clearly what it turned into when you already have a guy that didn't want to do that, but was only doing it because of her.
Well, because this is what I was going to get at earlier. Because her friends were just like, when she said, he got the house, when you guys saying he got the fucking thing so easy, they were just like, yeah, but it's really just his.
Yeah, they started putting that idea
of. Because they were, mind you, they were together for 10 years, happy as fuck. Which, if you get married, you don't get married. That's your own business and your own relationship. But 10 years, happy as fuck. And then all of a sudden, it's, oh, well, he bought us a penthouse. Oh, bitch.
Were they really happy for 10 years, or did they break up like 1,000 times during that time frame?
They were off and on throughout the entire show. And then I think the show just ends with them being together.
I've never seen the show, but I'm just saying, like, they were together for 10 years from what they said in the movie. So it's like, okay, you're happy together for 10 years. He buys this penthouse because you guys are moving together anyway. He gets this penthouse that you love. And now your girl's just like, you know what? If something happens between you, you're not going to get shit. But it's like, So the fuck what? She's a doctor. She's supposedly making pretty decent money. For one, and two, he got the fucking penthouse. If you're dating, he got the penthouse. Guess what? You're shit out of luck if shit goes down the drain. So it's like, did she just marry him at first to get that? Or did she marry him because she really loves him? In the beginning, before the wedding, when the wedding falls apart, was she really in love with
was she seeing the dollar signs?
Yeah, was she seeing like all that other shit? Not the him as the man that she should love, but as what he can offer, all that money, the beautiful dresses, all that cool shit, and the big stage of the wedding. Like, look, today is about me. It seems like it was more about her than it was about them. It's her fault. She fucked everything.
Well, listen, Bree commented he was married 3 times and this was her first. Maybe she really did change her mind and want the fairy tale wedding. But like when that scene where she pulls out like the dress she picked up from like the vintage shop that she said she'd touch up.
A power suit.
Yeah. Like at that point she was content to basically go to a courthouse, like keep it real small or something like that. Then she got the free dress and that kind of changed everything. So if you're looking for a villain or what really set it off, could you blame getting that free dress?
Chris, I like where you're going with this. So you're saying it's her
because she even says the dress upped the game.
It was her boss's fault thing because her boss talked her into the whole Vogue thing.
Yeah,
that evil twisted.
I mean, she could have said no.
She could have,
but did she want to say no? At that point, maybe she just didn't want to say no. She was like, "Yeah, I do want to get."
She have said no because you got to think about it like this: some people, male or female, are very like once you shoot them down, especially when they're in a higher power than you, if they're your boss, it's kind of like I'm gonna fuck you over for the whole time. I'm gonna really make this a living hell. And I feel like I don't disrespect ladies, but females can be very catty with each other. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna ruin this bitch's fucking life the whole time that she's here. So then maybe she was just like, okay, well, you know what? I love the dress. I love Vogue, this, that, and the third. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the whole point of her taking the whole, because just think about that. If it's up to you guys, right? And it's like, yo, we don't have to spend a dime on this. And on top of that, my wife will be happy as shit because she's going to get the dress she really wants. She's going to get the wedding she really wants. It's going to be extra big and fancy, but she's going to get like a lot of the shit she really wants. So cool. I'm gonna get this fly ass fucking suit. Mine would be like a nice wine color suit, and Popeyes and KFC would be catering. So I'm fancy.
Oh, of course.
But but again, I feel like all these things could have been avoided had had the kid not fucking put the phone in the thing and hit it. Answered the phone, hung up the phone, again, and then hit the phone. Like, I feel like that's when all the shit went down.
Adult was paying attention to that little 3-year-old like they should have been, especially because not only that, I understand if you're at home or at even a family member's house, so you're really, really close, or even a close friend's house, you let the little kids run around the house. You're not at home. You're out in public somewhere. Where the fuck were the fucking irresponsible?
Now, whose kid is this? Is this Charlotte's kid?
That's Charlotte's kid. That's Charlotte and the other guy.
Back. It's Charlotte's fault again for adopting this little kid.
Come on, like they were. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were at Charlotte's house in that scene. Are you watching your kid when you're home constantly?
No, well, the other problem too is like there was hella people over, right?
Yeah,
it's right before.
There's a bunch of people over, a lot of stuff going on.
There should have been an adult watching that. And as big as
but who gave the phone to her?
Who did that?
Who did that? She grabbed it off the table.
No,
Carrie left her phone on the table. It's her fault she didn't have it.
It's Carrie's fault.
I'm sorry, Brie, but it's her fault. It's her fault that it happened. I mean, that doesn't, I'm not trying to impugn the child. I'm not trying to do that, but it's her fault. Like that happened. In the end, love conquered all, and we got the happy end.
I think it's HBO's fault for making this stupid show.
Okay, so here's
all the fashion designers.
But the damn toddler blew up the wedding, and it could have worked out. She could have talked him down, said, "Hey, baby, I love you, and I'm sorry that I blew this up into my ego. My boss was gassing me up, and everyone's gassing me up, and I made this thing really big, but I really love. Oh, that's all that needed to happen, and it would have been resolved. He's literally like waiting for her to like look at him when he's in the car, and he just didn't get that because this fucking toddler stole the phone.
He's gonna die on this hill.
It's not Big's fault. It's still her fault because
It's everybody's fault.
It's kind of Big's fault, but it's really her fault because she blew this thing up, and he's just trying to tell her, hey, I'm uncomfortable. And she was like, I don't care if you're uncomfortable because I want to get this big ass wedding because I'm blah, 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 you know.
Well, no. It goes like this. It starts with Carrie, then it goes to her boss, then it goes to Carrie again because she didn't have the fortitude, or we want to say, to tell her boss, listen, no, I want something small and simple. No.
It sounds like we should have drew a diagram of a fault pyramid.
Yeah, the pyramid. Yeah.
But it ends up it's mostly Carrie, so it's gonna go right back to Carrie.
But it really is a lot of her fault because she just didn't listen to him, basically, right? She just didn't listen. He's been saying like, hey, this is like kind of I've already been divorced twice, and now we're having this big thing, and I don't really like it. And she's like, oh yeah, it's fine, it'll be fine. Like basically just like, I don't care if you're not comfortable.
Again,
because I want this big fucking thing. I'm getting this dress, and it's my day, and I'm on Vogue, and all blah 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 blah. And so she kind of fucked it up. You know?
That's not unexpected from his character. If you've seen any episodes that revolved around the storyline of her and him, like he's never been that attention-seeking type character. So it's not a surprise to see his reaction when he's like 200 fucking people.
So then let's go back to
it's on page 6. There's 200 people. Like,
get his balls back and speak up and say, listen, I can't do this shit. I got married multiple times.
Too many people.
They all failed. There's way too many people. I am he's uncomfortable as shit. I think if he just talked to her for real, it would have calmed them down.
But you could back to Ibrahim's point, blame the toddler.
Yeah, he tried to call and talk. Yeah, he did try to talk. You're right. Fucking kid goes back to the kid.
It's not like he didn't try. It's not like he just stayed home and never left his house saying it's not going to happen.
But it's funny though. In front of the library, he's in the car. He's like, "Just turn around, Carrie. You and me. I just need to see your face. Turn around." She didn't. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here. Let's roll." Step on it. She had turned back. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like there's a lot to blame. The kid is blamed. Carrie.
But okay, here's the other thing too. Why was there no one else with Mr. Big? No one from her entourage was with Mr. Big. What the fuck was that?
Plus,
he had no one in his entourage either. It was just
he apparently has no best man or friend.
Yeah, here's the thing. That's what this is. That's another thing about this movie. There is no point of view of the guys, really. He had no friends at all.
No, the guys are in the movie just to be in the movie. It's not about them.
Oh, my God.
But I feel like
you said, nothing.
Listen, and that's fine. Like, they're supporting
that's fine.
the cast.
Yeah,
the movie's not about them, really. It's about the core 4 women. But if you're having the story based on the fact that she's being left at the altar, you would think the groom would have at least one groomsman.
There's
nobody. Man with him.
There's fucking nobody.
It's just him and his driver.
Yeah, who would have stood? His driver would have stood up there with him.
Never has.
I mean, it's really because these guys. These guys are just like these guys are basically a wallet or a dick or something, you know, like or a tongue or something, you know. There's some edifice.
So this
like
dude had no friends in the show either. So what's wrong with this dude? And she's attracted to this? Like
that's fucking asexual, dude.
That should be concerning too.
Yeah, exactly. That's red flags. No, you need to fucking run. Bail on this one.
Where's he getting this money? Right?
That's part 2. They arrest him for tax evasion.
That's how he could afford.
Seriously, I'm really curious what part 2 is about because this is supposed to be the happy ending.
They go to. I know they go to Abu Dhabi. I don't remember.
Yeah, they go to like totally.
And no, I'm not going to watch it to find out, people.
Yeah, the guys are accessory. Yeah. It's like, ooh, I got the nerdy guy. I got the guy with the big dick. I got the guy, you know, who's an actor.
The money. It's the money.
No.
Yeah.
If you're Samantha, I don't have enough accessories.
Exactly. I need all the accessories.
I need all the accessories.
Give me all.
Give me all the accessories. Give me all accessories.
She wants everything in her.
Good for her.
You know,
and good for.
Yeah, Nick.
Or Chris.
For Nick.
Cage rage.
So yeah. Again, it's the Tyler's fault. You know, I got to be the guy to say it, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna scream that shit.
And we're gonna keep having this same conversation. Yeah. It starts with.
We've been talking about this well over an hour.
I blame everybody except for Big because you know what? I blame him. But I blame him the least. I'll say that.
No, he was fucking. He was damn.
I think he was a little to blame, but not as much as like Carrie and the fucking the toddler is number 1. Carrie's number 2. Number 3 is Charlotte. Number 4 is like Miranda, basically.
No. You gotta flip Charlotte and Miranda around.
No. I put Charlotte above Miranda
For not watching her toddler.
Yeah. Charlotte is more to blame than Miranda. You agree with that, right?
For not
because Miranda, they only have her. She said that statement. That's shit.
Miranda said that, but that's small. But that probably helped fuck it up.
That was big. I don't think so. It was before the toddler.
It was Mr. Big.
Mr. Big.
Yes, it's the toddler.
It's the toddler's fault. You know, it's the toddler's fault.
Ibrahim is stuck on the toddler's fault. I do partially blame her, but I don't think she's the biggest blame. I think it goes Carrie.
I mean, if Carrie never puts her phone down, that's not a problem.
There you go. It's Carrie's fault again.
Yeah, I mean, you would think some adult would have her phone.
For one, hold on, back up. Who was the maid of honor?
They never said which one was the actual.
She's the one who's supposed to hold Carrie's phone.
No. Samantha.
She said
maid of honor is supposed to carry the makeup. Is supposed to carry the phone.
Yeah, but
all the shit that you
this
can't
didn't
carry.
happen at the wedding. This was like a fit-in at Charlotte's apartment, just getting ready when they're all there.
It don't matter. It's their job.
Yeah, I think he's making a really good point actually. So we got a bump. So she almost got away scot-free. What's her name? Samantha. But this motherfucker, she should have had the phone.
Yeah, he should have had her phone. She should have said, "Here, hold this for me."
And her thirsty ass was doing something else, and then the fucking toddler grabs the phone, and then the apocalypse happens.
She had somewhere to hold it.
Okay, but who should have been watching the toddler?
Everybody.
I gotta say, when we knew we were going to talk about this is not the direction I thought it was going to go. Us yelling about the toddler.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is the who to blame shit.
You know what's crazy about this fucking episode right here is we're actually having a debate about whose fault it was in this movie. Every other movie we go through it. Yes, we might talk for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. When we go through it, this one we're having like a legitimate debate of whose fault is it. This debate's been going on for over an hour.
Listen, everybody has their role to play in the blame game here.
And I'm fine.
Yeah, and the toddler's at the top of the pyramid. It's a fucking pyramid, and then the toddler's at the top. And then there's like Samantha and fucking Carrie, and you know that. So number 1, the toddler, Samantha, Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, Mr. Big, and then society is at the bottom.
Society.
Okay, so for me, it's then if you because what you said about Samantha being the maid of honor, she should have been holding her phone and shit. It goes Carrie, then
Samantha, then the toddler. Are you fucking with me?
No. It goes Carrie. And then Carrie, it goes Charlotte. No, it goes Carrie. It goes, what's the redhead's name? It goes Carrie.
Miranda.
No.
Charlotte, Samantha, the toddler. And then, from there. And then Mr. Big is like last. Because
he's really sticking up for the guy.
He was part of the event. I don't know how you put him last.
No.
He was part of the event, but she kept telling him it's about us. She forgot her fucking phone. Her backup forgot her fucking phone. Her friend pressured her into like this whole marriage shit, basically saying like, look, he's getting this place. Your name, it doesn't matter. Like if something falls out, if something happens, guess what? You're asked out because you're not married. So then she's like, oh shit, we need to get married. He feels like he's pressured. He's in love with her, but he's been married 3 times. He's like, maybe I want to take it a little bit. Yes, they've been there for 10 years. So why get married if we're doing so great? And then boom, they're about to get married. Everything it's supposed to be small. It went from being small to 75 people, and from 75 people to 200 people to no people.
Like, okay, I'm gonna bump up him up the list. It is part of his fault. For one, when she got out of the limo, he could have rolled down the window and said, "Carrie, get over here." He was like right next to her. He could have reached out and grabbed her by the dress and pulled her.
Hold on.
He turned around and he said, "Floor it."
No, he's not gonna. She beat him with the fucking flowers.
Well, I'll tell you why he did that though. Like, because that was a tell. That was a tell, and he could see that she was like, it was about her, it was not about him. She didn't give a fuck that he was even there. She didn't even notice that he was late. That's the other thing, too. This motherfucker should have called ahead. Is he there? Where is he? What's going on? She didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. She was like, ooh, I got my dress. I got my girlfriends. She was all gassed up on her own shit. And so she did not give a fuck. And he saw that when she stepped out of that car. He's like, oh, fuck this.
Guys,
fuck this.
That's a fair point. Like she made there was no indication that she cared the day of whether or not he was there until he wasn't.
The toddler during the wedding. I bet she's walking around with her purse, going up and the flower girl going up and down the aisle with the phone.
She still doesn't know where her phone is because that's why Samantha gives her the iPhone that she's never seen.
And I have one more fucking society. I have another blame society. Why?
Yeah, that's what I said too. But I said the society's at the bottom.
No.
I agree with you.
I'm saying number one.
Wow.
Here's why. Let me finish.
Society's number one.
Because society puts it in young children's heads, like a young girl's head, that the wedding day is all about them. You're talking from childhood all the way up, and then you get these TV shows, and you get things like this, where it's all about the female. They think it's all about them at wedding day. Samantha has it in her mind after a little bit that's all about her. Boom. Blame society, and then Samantha.
You know who you're leaving?
Let's blame her mom for raising her that way.
It's Charlotte, right? Oh no.
Are we just blaming women? James, is that what you're saying? Are we
we're just going up the ladder?
Listen, you know who you left off your pyramid, who plays a big role, is her fucking boss at Vogue, who created the whole wedding story and got her to try on all these dresses. If you want to blame the designer that sent her the dress.
For one, I would not let my boss even. I'm like, whoa. No, my shit.
Yeah, that's crossing the line.
This is nothing to do with work. I'm not being shit.
Like, does she start to get in that frame of mind where it's all about her and a big wedding? If that Vogue story never happened.
That's true. It's true. It would have went normal, I think. Yeah, I agree.
It's just a big circle.
We are taking this way too seriously.
Everybody is at fault.
It's a wedding. No, man, this is a wedding. You can never take it not too seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody is at fault. In their own ways, everybody's at fault, but Carrie's number one.
Yo, if this shit happened to me, I'd be getting trashed. Huh? I'll still wear my shit. If I was her in the dress, I would have got.
Dude, this reminds me. So one of the funniest stories ever. The basketball player Steven Jackson. He was gonna get married to this girl, and guess what happened? Guess what she would not do.
Sex
she would not sign the prenup. She would not do it. And he kept saying, "You're gonna sign it, right?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." She never did it. The day of the wedding, he asked, like, "Did she sign it?" "Oh no, we'll sign it after. We'll sign it right after."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm sorry, nope." Called it off. Called off the fucking wedding because she wouldn't sign the prenup. And then they got smashed. They got super smashed. And they said that they basically had the party they were gonna have, and then the DJ played Gold Digger on a loop.
Fucking hilarious.
That's true. That's a true test right there. She failed. Hardcore.
Yeah, because it was about the money, and he said he was crying too and shit. Because like that's the truth, right? She was in it for the money. She was in it for his money, and she was gonna get the money, divorce him or whatever, just not give a fuck. But yes, people, and that's the other thing too with these weddings. People show the true colors, like the toddler and Carrie. You know, the toddler showed her true colors. She was the fucking demon spawned out of hell to destroy this wedding. But you know, love conquers all. In the end,
they're going to bring it back when she's an adult and she's horny.
That'll be great, like they do in the show. Like she fucks up another thing. Like now she's an adult, but then she just fucks something up. She just takes someone's
She's going to be the villain in the rebooted season they're doing.
Another fucks it up for her.
This is not a
by the way, because Charlotte is having an actual kid, so that kid could fuck something up.
No, that's how the current kid becomes the villain. She starts to get mistreated and ignored because of the real baby. Turns her into an evil adult, and she takes her vengeance. This is not a road I thought we'd be going down, but I like it.
Man, I'm starting to like it too. I'll watch that one.
I watched. Yeah, that would make a very interesting TV show or fucking movie. It doesn't have to be 2.5 hours.
The adopted child that this couple finally adopted because they couldn't get pregnant, and then they get pregnant and start to ignore the adopted child, becomes an evil villain.
Which makes the child
start giving the baby a fork and say, "Here."
I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing too. In a lot of these, that's like a classic fairy tale storyline. Adopt a kid, but then there's a biological kid, and then the adopted kid's like, "Fuck this."
You're forgotten. Yeah, you're forgotten.
and they fucking hate him and they want to kill him.
Wow, guys, we just wrote Sex in the City 3 or 4, whatever. That's the reboot. We got it right there. Fucking put that Get that shit out there. We'll review it.
Sex in the City.
I really feel like they should replace Samantha with like some non-hoity-toity white person, basically. Just anyone. It could be J-Lo. It could be fucking. They could bring in what's her name?
It should be the Anthony.
Jennifer Hudson. Bring in Jennifer Hudson. Have her be the fourth. You know.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like the show was built on for a group of four. I don't know how you take
one.
Really,
they gotta sub someone in.
Yeah,
they gotta sub someone in. Yeah,
it's gonna be a whole season talking about Samantha's death. It's gonna be like 6 episodes.
My prediction is she's dead, and that's what brings them back together because they have scattered and they rediscover their friendship. That's my prediction.
That's gonna be so fucking stupid.
Oh, I don't disagree.
You know what it is? You know what that is? It's Without a Paddle. Have you guys seen that movie before?
Yes, I've seen that too. Yeah, when one became a dentist, they all split up. They used to be really close.
Yep. And one guy dies, and they all get together.
They went looking for that dude who jumped out of the airplane with the gold.
Yeah, and they went
with the money
trip or whatever. Exactly, because their one friend died. That's why they all got together next.
DB Cooper.
Yes, that's it. Yep.
I don't even remember.
It was DB Cooper. It was. They went there. They said, "I got it." And he basically made it up just to get them together. They're like, "We're gonna go find it." I got the map was fake.
Yep, and they all laughed at the end and some bullshit.
Yeah, they all laughed like, "Oh, guys, I missed this shit." Blah.
Yeah.
For one, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm not going nowhere in the woods and going down river or raft.
No, fuck
you go looking for some gold or money.
Black ass at home. Oh fuck, man!
I'm not that weight.
We took these movies a lot more serious than I thought we would, especially Sex and the
City. I know.
I think you know what it is when people fuck up a wedding. Like there's people feels come out. Like that's the reality.
I can see that.
You know, when you fuck up a wedding, and especially when the toddler fucks up a wedding, you know, and it's just undeniable that the toddler fucked up the wedding. I mean,
we got to find another movie where a toddler fucks up the whole thing.
That's what we need now. Toddler fucking up.
Oh yeah, a movie about a toddler fucking up something.
Oh my god!
It's just funny though.
Like if it wasn't for that little fucking kid, motherfuckers.
Ibrahim keeps blaming the child, and I'm not mad.
The mother would have never died if that damn kid.
I feel like
never ran into the road.
I feel like we're all correct with our takes and our blames. I really, really do, guys.
I
correct.
Honestly, I'm not going to hate the kid.
After an hour and a half, I hope so.
Yeah, I still lean like everybody says. I think the top of the list is Carrie because she did make it herself, and she was in it. The whole movie is basically based on her anyway. She was just she was selfish. And there's more people involved though. It's not just her. She's not the 100% blame.
Honestly, I feel
Her bagel's part of it. You can add the toddler. You can add.
I'm going to change my blame.
A couple friends
to everybody because I feel like everybody was selfish in the beginning, and then slowly but surely they were like learning about themselves. And
when the regular show first started, their real personalities.
Shit, I'm fucked up, and that's when they kind of like admitted their truths. And everybody was like kind of happy with the people that they were with and all that other bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's what this movie was about. That's probably why women love it so much. But it was the fucking 2.5 fucking hours of fucking nonsense. It didn't have to be that fucking long.
And we didn't even watch the Snyder cut. Like, no. There's more. There's more to this.
Should have been more titties.
That shit was way too long. Actually, there was more sex scenes than I thought there was going to be.
Yo,
that next door neighbor, he had like someone every scene that she was in.
I wonder
like he's banging someone else.
I wonder what the casting call for that role was as an extra.
Dude, I'm telling you, that girl, the second girl she was a porn star at the time. Guaranteed it.
Wow.
So they just called the porn agent, hey, give us her.
Basically, that's what it is. Like, you don't mind being nude. Come sit here.
That's probably, I mean, that's all you need. It's not like they had speaking roles.
Maybe he's a porn star too. We don't know.
Don't know, don't want to know.
I don't know. I never seen him in anything else. That's the first time I ever seen that dude. And it was more than it's the more than I wanted to see, by the way.
All of that, dude.
All that, dude, yeah. Sneak peek. Hello, ladies.
He was the dick double for Dirk Diggler.
Oh,
you just reminded me of the line where she goes up the stairs after her dog. My dog ran up on your dick or deck.
Your dick, yeah. My dog ran up on your dick. I mean, deck.
Him and his anteater.
Hold up. You know what? That's funny, Chris. She was kind of creeping on this dude, like watching him have sex and all this other shit. You go back to City of Angels, That's Nicolas Cage vibe. If that was Nicolas Cage watching the chick like that, way creepier.
I'm shocked they didn't show her like masturbating though. She was just watching.
It's kind of implied that she was
a freak.
Whapping.
Yeah. Flicking the bean.
Wet ass pussy. Wop.
Yeah, it was wop. It was whopping.
But no, what I'm getting at though is like switch these roles. If that's a dude, or Nicolas Cage, that's creepy. That's sick. That's fucking like
that's his fault. It's glass houses, man. She'll sit in her pool just chilling.
Even still though, yo, like flip it around. If that's a dude watching a chick get banged out or whatever, or watching chicks whatever, that dude's a creep. But if it's a female doing it, you're not mad at it. You're really not mad at it. You're not even uncomfortable with it.
I think it's part of the lease. Like these are glass windows. You're gonna see shit. It's okay if you stare.
I wonder if that's written in the contract.
When you move in here, hey, there's glass all over the place. See your ass,
man. You're gonna see ass to glass.
Ass to glass.
Oh,
sounds like
that was really weird. I could not have a house like that. You just walk around all windows.
You want to save money on your rent? You want to have free rent? Yeah, how can I do that? Keep all the blinds off and just walk around butt ass fucking.
It's ass to glass, baby. Ass to glass. If we take anything out of tonight, it's ass to glass.
Ass to glass. Don't fart on the glass, please.
So we're not spinning any wheels tonight?
No, because we got special.
That's disappointing.
We got special movie. We got requests because Henry. It's gonna be It's gonna be a 10 o'clock showing tomorrow.
No, it's gonna be 9. It should be 9.
Oh, is it gonna be 9? Okay, never mind. That changed.
Oh, thank God.
Cool. I know. I was like, okay.
But we're already losing an hour tonight.
Yeah, we are.
David's time, baby.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not even know that.
I forgot.
The Lord takes an hour from you.
But,
by the Lord, I mean Cuomo.
This guy.
No, he's under fire.
Yeah, he is. He's in trouble. He pulled a Nicolas Cage, basically.
Basically.
Cage rage.
Oh my god. Cage rage. Yes, I'll bring it up again.
Cage rage. Now every time we do a Cage movie, you gotta have that. Cage rage.
I will. I'll have Cage rage. And if it's creepy, the creepy Cage vibe.
I guess this movie, is he creepy in this movie? Yes. All the above. Every movie.
The answer is always yes.
Even Willy Wonka, like he don't talk, he still has a little creepy vibe to him. But anybody see that yet? Willy's Wonderland? Gotta check it out.
I'm not watching it until it fucking because this asshole James put it on the Horror with Search 30 wheel, so I'm not watching it until.
Oh yeah, that's right. It got to be picked. I hope it gets picked this week.
Yes, which by the way, I guess we can do these end of the show plugs. So Tuesday on Horror with Search 30, James and I and whoever else wants to join us, let us know. We are reviewing Sinister, which I'm a big fan of the movie. I love the movie. But we are reviewing Sinister, and I can't fucking wait. Which let me just.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. It's a great movie. It's actually one of my favorite horror films that came out recently. I can't wait to fucking review it. I'm a big fan of Ethan Hawke. I'm a fan of Ethan Hawke, so it's just like, yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite actor. If I had to lean, like,
I don't think it's.
If I say just because of Deadpool, I want to say Ryan Reynolds. He's funny. Like his movies are funny.
He's one of my favorites.
It's still hard. I can't pinpoint like a favorite actor.
It's tough.
Or actress. You know, I can't think of the way. Like, oh, this person's in this movie. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But with that being said, though, so you can find us on with Horror Search 30, James and I on Horror Search 30 Tuesday nights and Thursday nights live at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Again, it's Tuesday nights and Thursday nights live at 9 o'clock Eastern time. This Tuesday we are doing Sinister. This Tuesday we're doing Sinister. Last Thursday we just did The Conjuring. It's another amazing fucking film.
The Conjuring.
Horror Search 30. You can find Horror Search 30 on Facebook. There's a Facebook group which I did. It's in the description and I posted it in the chat just now. All of our links. But Facebook page, Facebook group, give those both a like and a join. Give the Z Network a like. Follow Popcorn Pints on Twitch. Twitter. Popcorn Pints.
And Instagram.
Yep. Instagram, Popcorn and Pints. Twitter is just at Popcorn Pints. No and.
Yep. And then what else have we got? We got Twitch. Horror_with_sir_30. We have another Twitch for the Z Network, which is the _Z_network. which also the Z Network on YouTube, and I think that's it. Z Network on YouTube and Facebook. Horrors are starting on YouTube and Facebook.
And all
Popcorn
the
and
audio
Pints on Facebook.
and all the audio platforms.
All the audio platforms. Wherever you can listen to audio platforms, you'll hear all this stuff. But
Whoever has a podcast.
visuals, people, so you can watch it live, or you can watch this later on. Whatever you want to do. That's what we're all about. So whoever wants to go next, take it away.
Stories from a Bar. You can catch it on Facebook, all the podcast platforms. Follow Stories from a Bar on Twitter, Stories FAB, Instagram, and of course, Popcorn and Pints on Twitter, Popcorn Pints, and Instagram, Popcorn and Pints.
Delicious.
I like that James's hat made it the entire episode.
Made the whole episode, guys.
Me too.
Yeah, so Deep Focus Cinema Podcast, I'm not doing a lot right now, but there'll be, I think probably in like 2 weeks, I'm going to do a review of Dark City, another 90s sci-fi movie. And I might do something regarding the Snyder Cut. We'll see if that can happen. But I'll definitely be watching a lot of it.
Sex and the City Snyder Cut you're going to do?
No, the real Snyder Cut.
I had that.
The 4 hour, I mean, if there was a Sex in the City, like with some real sex, like, okay, but no, they're not going to give me
a lot.
They're not giving us the Snyder Cut version.
Or the Sturdy Cut would be disgusting.
Yeah, it would just be black holes everywhere.
Yours would be a snuff film.
See, I check that out. Maybe I'll do a reaction video of the Snyder Cut.
Starring this guy.
Oh no!
There you go.
Oh god!
Damn.
So how's the film going? How's the film coming?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
It's happening. I mean, making a film is like fucking crazy. It's like herding cats. It's the hardest thing you can possibly do, but it's happening. And yeah, I mean, I'm basically at this point, I'm like working on creating storyboards for it. I'm doing some, like I have a script and I'm kind of rewriting the script. And I'm at the point where I'm like getting financing. So
nice.
Yeah, like all that is happening. So I mean, I'm very confident that it'll happen this year. I'm looking to shoot in like August.
Nice.
Are you doing like a GoFundMe or Indiegogo or anything, or?
Probably not. I mean, if you want to give me money, just give me money.
I like
just
that.
like anyone wants to give me money, just hit me up and I'll be very thankful. It's gonna go. I might make a Patreon at some point when I have a bunch of stuff, and like maybe I'll talk about the whole process of like how I made the film. So that way, there'll be actually some content where you can kind of like see behind the curtain, and like for people who really care about behind the scenes stuff or like want to make a film, you kind of learn from like my process. But yeah, I mean,
will this movie be added to a wheel of ours?
Well, so you guys can talk about the film. I would love it. I don't think I should be there because it probably would be kind of weird.
I think you should be there, and here's why I say
I don't think I should be there. I really don't.
Listen, hold on. Before, just hear me out, man. James and I did a movie review on Horror with Sir Sturdy with a guy named Kelton who was in the movie and he produced the movie
and directed.
The cool thing about having him on was he gave us a different perspective of somebody that was actually on set. In one way, in one shape or another, and it makes you think like, oh shit, oh yeah. That makes more sense to me. That's why I feel like you should be on the episode.
But I can see his point of view because I'll be the same way. I don't want to be here. You guys talk about it. I'll feel awkward. It's the same way. Like I don't like hearing myself. I can't watch these shows later on.
I just feel like it would be very kind of like a bit biased. Like I feel like I would bias your opinions about it. Because I would just want you guys to just like have your opinion. Say if you hated it, just like fuck this movie. Whatever you feel, I want you guys to say it. I don't want to be like they're changing your opinions because of what I say or think about the movie.
All right, I'll say this then. If you're not on the episode, we need to have a special guest. I feel like we have to have 4 people, 4 voices for that one, at the very least. And it could be a special guest of your choice to where I can send them the link if it's someone that that's not in the film.
Nick Cage, there we go.
Yeah, Nick Cage, he'll be there.
No.
He's always here.
Can't do that.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
I'd tape him to my mic stand so that it's just like this now.
That's awesome, though, Ibrahim. I think that's really cool. I want to give you a clap and a congratulations on that.
Yeah.
come out. And I'll say this: once it's out, it will be on the wheel. It may even be instead of on the wheel. It's either gonna be on the
You
wheel.
can put it on your horror wheel.
It's gonna be. Is it gonna be a horror movie?
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can put it on your horror wheel, whatever wheel you feel like it applies.
There's only one wheel on the horror wheel. I keep adding.
I'm kind of shocked. I'm actually kind of shocked about that because I thought horror you don't mind it, but I didn't know it was your thing. And I thought you would have made a different movie besides horror.
I mean, it's going to be interesting because, like, you know, if you guys know my taste in movies, you're gonna see like some crazy shit. Like, you probably won't even know some of the crazy references.
Nope,
that'll
not
be
at
in the
all.
movie related to like old fucking movies.
Oh shit!
So it's
Are
good.
we gonna find it, or do we need like Criterion or whatever that thing is?
Dude, I would be so happy if my thing made Criterion. No, this is gonna like I'm not at that level yet. I'm not at that level yet. Or like A24 or whatever, that kind of shit. That would be like super ideal if it was an A24 movie.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's not likely now. But yeah, if I had to like summarize it, it's basically like sort of The Dead Zone meets The Conjuring. Like that's how I would summarize it.
I'm hooked already.
Yeah, because it's about a person who like she sort of has these latent psychic powers that she doesn't know how to control, but there's all this weird shit happening in her house. And so she's trying to.
Interesting.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Here's what we could do so that we could all make this episode. I know Ibrahim said you would sit this one out. For that maybe it could be like a popcorn and pints horror source 30 blend. We'll figure that part out if you guys are cool with that. But we could do that episode on a Saturday so we could all be there and review that movie. It won't even be. It doesn't even have to be on the wheel. It could just be like one of those
special edition.
Yeah.
And we'll do
like a premiere. We have a premiere or something.
Yeah, there you go.
It could be on either maybe a Friday night or a Saturday. We'll see. But that I think would be awesome. I think that'd be really fun. And I'm happy for you though, man. I can't wait to see this film. I really can't. And
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, if this movie happens like even like 60% of what I imagine it to be, it'll be cool. Now, I don't know if I can like get it all the way to what I'm trying to do because like there's a lot of really crazy shit and I'm not gonna have a lot of budget, but I'm gonna try and it'll be a hell of a thing.
Indiegogo. If you do it Indiegogo, I promise you I'll throw some money towards it. Do it Indiegogo, some backing, some thank yous in the credits, some shirts, some mugs, some something. And you have a platform right here, plus your show to promote it on. Do it. Indiegogo, man.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Indiegogo. Look more into it, but I'm just saying.
I don't know nothing about it. Go ahead.
Well,
no, there's shit out there for funding, yeah.
I mean, as far as like the end of having to collect the funds, I understand the end of throwing some money towards it, getting a Blu-ray or whatever the case may be. But the other end of it, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know too much about it. But Indiegogo, I'll throw money towards it.
That's cool stuff, though.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate that for sure. So yeah, I mean, it's just me making this movie, basically.
Wow.
Shit, man, that's fucking great. I can't wait to see it. I'm not gonna say if it comes out. I'm gonna say when it comes out. I'm gonna speak this into existence, and I cannot wait for this to come out. And that's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be fun to watch. And from Ibrahim's mind and his fucking wild he has us watch, it's gonna be very interesting, especially in like the horror realm because you can literally go in any direction. I can't wait to do it, and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait for you guys to see it, and I can't wait for you guys to hear us and watch us review it. That being said, we will be back next Saturday at 9:00 Eastern time. We will be reviewing a movie with Henry. And for you guys, Bree saying congrats to you, man. Congrats. That's fucking awesome. Seriously. But, yeah, so for you people that watch Popcorn and Pints, for you guys that watch Horror Research 30, you see Henry come in here with some wild-ass comments. All I'm going to tell you guys is, and I feed off this shit, so me and him on this together is going to be ridiculous.
Might be trouble.
I'll say this for you guys. Tune in. You guys will know by, I know I said Monday, you guys will know by at least Wednesday what movie we're doing. Maybe soon. You know what? Matter of fact, it's going to be a mystery. It's going to be a mystery. I'm going to make the event a mystery. Mystery movies. You'll see by Saturday. That's what we're going to do. Why? Because why? Why not?
It's a mystery for us, too. We're we're going to show up like, were we supposed to watch something?
Yeah, we just didn't watch it.
Well, no, seriously, guys, we do thank you guys for your comments and all that other fun stuff. We got over 100 comments tonight, which I think is great.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. Please keep tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your enemies to not only check out Popcorn and Pints, but again, I posted the links in the description as well as in the comments. Click every single one of those links and give every single show a follow and check those shows out because they're all great shows. Stories from a Bar, Deep Focusing on Podcast, Horror with Our Story, the Z Network. There's a bunch of awesome shows on there. Give them all a watch. Give them all a listen. Thank you guys for popping by. And peace.
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 It was the toddler's fault.
It was everybody.
Toddler's fault. Peace out.
It's going to be on your gravestone.
Carry.